It started with a monster of a man.
We hunted him across the seas.
Into the storm.
Then we fell.
Now we are here.
The sky twists.
The stars are all wrong.
We killed the man.
But we're no closer to home.
We left for different reasons.
For legends.
For adventure.
For acceptance.
For fame.
For answers.
But how do we escape?
The Everstorm.
Bam! Here we are, guys. We're on.
Everstorm!
Is that a thing we do around here still?
The Everstorm!
So much Everstorm.
Oh
my god, I hate you guys.
We were too busy quoting Ace of Base to realize our timing on tonight's thing.
She lives a lonely life.
Oh, what's up, everyone?
In a group full of musicians, if you get on a music tangent, we're done around here sometimes.
It's game over.
We never had a chance.
We're now heading into hell with Levi with Ace of Base in his head. So this is
Which is a personal hell of many people, I'm sure.
Oh, come on now.
It wasn't that bad.
It's a good area of the 90s.
oh man.
It was something.
Snacks was killing me. She started posting lyrics for George Michael's Freedom. That is my favorite George Michael song. Oh my god.
Yeah, we saw the sign. These eyes are open.
Will not give you up.
I don't know.
Hey,
After
Buffer.
watching Keanu, I have a place in my heart for father figure now. I don't know if you guys ever saw Keanu, the movie. It was
Key and Peele thing?
Is
amazing. It was amazing.
That song is amazing.
Oh boy.
Okay. Where we last left off. Hi everybody.
Captain
Hi
Dan.
everybody. Captain's here, Snacks is here, Air Laser's here, Boffrin's
Offering
here.
is here.
Boffrin's
Oh
here.
man.
Best beard in the biz. He saw
Best
the
beard.
sign.
Crimson's here.
Lord's gonna give him up to lift him into the light where he belongs. Okay. Okay. Back where you belong. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. This is what we're doing tonight.
This is
Yeah, you derailed it before it started.
Karaoke.
It's
secretly
in
seeing
the-
like the setting of our next big dumb fun game is going to be something to be like 90s the town everything.
It's going to be a small town in the Norwegian peninsula where 4 members come together to create a musical group. Will they be Ace of Base? Will they not?
Oh my God. And the factions are you like all pop music or are you
black metal?
music?
Yes.
God, nothing in
Can
between.
Just hate each other.
Can the BBEG be Bjork?
Yes.
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 She comes over from Iceland just to mess with us.
And you were having a bit of a singing party.
Yes.
Oh, that would be a good BBEG.
Oh my God.
Actually,
I'm
that would
telling
be a
you.
great BBEG for that game.
Yes.
Hey, YouTube. I'm leaving this in for you guys.
You should.
All of the tags on this YouTube video later will be about this first 5 minutes of talking. It will not be anything else that happens this episode.
So, welcome tonight, where we last left off with the guys. They had gathered together what they would do in the wake of all the deaths of some of the NPCs aboard the ship at the hands of Grin the Red as hostages when he demanded the return of his daughter. And as that fight broke out, his minions just killed NPCs each turn, which were actually hidden on the boat. Our crew mourned their dead, returned Lindell to the land of the living, upon which he was promoted to captain.
Hell yes.
He was.
Unbeknownst to Balrin, who was Snacks. I nearly snorted tortilla chips in my. Thank you. You know what? That's great. Thank you, Snacks. I feel good. I feel good about it. Thank you.
Proud of his Bjork
Thank you.
impression.
Yeah, it was.
I can't take any credit for my Bjork impression. My Bjork impression is literally an impression of Kristen Wiig's Bjork impression, which is perfect. Actually, no, that's not. So both Kristen Wiig and Melissa Villaseñor do perfect Bjork impressions. Both of them do it. So there. That's. I'm just trying to channel them. So the guys have a new captain of the Grit now, and they have sailed north, which took a long time, which we sort of covered in a downtime, to the... Actually, no, they didn't.
We teleported.
Teleported.
So, in the midst of deciding what to do next,
Sid passed out and pulling gods in his body.
Sid took the two entirely composed of glimmer weapons that were handed to them as a choice from the vaults of Grandmother Under, and he, instead of using those weapons, absorbed the raw glimmer, which is always a choice when glimmer's in their hands. They could use it as like a daily minor bonus, or they could choose to absorb it for it to become something more. And he absorbed it and basically powered out an amount to giving himself a number of spells permanently of much higher level, one of which was teleport. So they have now appeared outside the rust gate that they're looking at, and the rust gate they can see is not so much a singular gate as a fortress walled off in the canyons that is surrounding a large trapdoor-like gate in the ground. And now they stand outside it, and that's where we're going to kick off. So you guys are all here. You brought with you, oh, of course, and I did not even, I got to open up another document. You guys brought Kina and Dazra, which I totally forgot about. And, oh no, Snacks just earwormed me again.
Oh,
No.
we're never
That's
getting
a
through.
tough one. We're not
That's
going to get anything
evil.
done.
Oh, shit. Oh,
And
that one.
that
God.
song, I can't hear Come
Yep.
Sail Away without hearing Eric Cartman sing it now.
Yes,
That's the only
100%.
way I hear
Oh,
it.
100%.
yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
that's the only way.
That's a beautiful map, as always.
Okay, so as you all stand here, Balrin,
Yo.
you wake up on the ship. Actually, no. You come to standing here amongst the rest of the crew on a rocky shore. The last thing you remember of this place was being aboard the ship after the fight with all the devils. Now, I need to dark secret with Balrin. It's up to him if he wants everybody else to listen in or not.
Nah, why not?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay?
I was
Well,
ready
it's
for Dark
close.
Secret, but
Real
okay.
close.
Okay. So, flashback.
Yes.
The devils have fallen. You're standing over the dead, and you retire like, I need a drink. That was a lot. And you're wrestling with what you're actually going to do about them. And that's when you realize, they took all your cash. You don't know how or when you'd be able to reincarnate them again. And as you're hedging your bets in thought that what it would take to focus your energies to force Lindell to come back as an elf, you slide away and your mind feels a warm presence, like you're standing next to a very large heart. And as you close your eyes and wake them and open them back up, you are plunged into darkness. And as you wait a little bit, your vision becomes clear, and you are once again in the cave of magma. Only this time, you can see her fully formed. Let me see if I can find her little icon. I have so much art stuff. That is just
art secrets.
So much art stuff. All the art stuff. Okay, I have to pull her individual icon. Nope, that's not it.
I don't think we ever got to. Yeah, we didn't get to see her fully formed because
You did. Oh,
we did.
She, I'll just drop her on the map. So there you go. No, you can't see that because I'm the wrong way.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Look at
So
that
she
shit. Wow.
rises up.
Exoskeleton.
She rises up out of the lava slowly. And at first it warps up a bit like with the same sort of physics as something emerging from snow. As if the lava itself is resistant to wanting to move, it's so viscous, or mud for that matter. But as it peels away, it reveals this hot carapace that you can see just heat waves rising off of her, making her seem almost like a mirage of herself. She isn't, despite that being a grand appearance, she isn't terribly large. She's actually only about 5 feet in height, so she's as big as the rest of her race. All the bugs that are down there with her. And as you come to, you realize though you are in her chamber where you last saw the idol that was speaking for her on its throne, where the egg was, you're not there now. You're in some sort of other place because it's sealed off. You're in a chamber of stone that has no tunnels in or out. And Crucible, I've called you to my court because the time is dire.
What has happened, Magma? TPK roleplay with the Ray of 11. That's what happened.
Tide has fallen and has been consumed and replaced.
Replaced.
One of the ancients, the Titans, my parents, and their others. We have been here since the birth of the storm, and now one has been taken, and with it her essence poured into a hungering monster. You have been forces of change. You saved me. You saved my mother. We would name you our champions, as this is the only play in the agreement. We long ago vowed never to war upon another. But she is not bound by anything. She will kill each Titan, consume us,
and control the storm in full. She could extend its reach, and she has the power to kill the divine. My father comes down from his mountain. My mother will rise from the cave. The Roar King is burning anew. We cannot speak to the sky. They are broken and crazed. But Frost has agreed to march with us. We only need champions. Speak to your friends. We could give if they would choose to take. You are strong, my crucible.
Who is she?
She has long danced in these waters, but she is young compared to the rest of us. A vagrant from the outside and a fiend. She came to these shores and dug into the ground for pieces of what makes us divine. She rode with a human thrall who carried his own ship.
So it's as I had expected.
She murdered Tide, unleashing a Skymouth upon her. And as a Skymouth and Tide battled in front of Tide's own children, this widowed bride killed her and drank in her dying screams. Frost is angry.
My allies already have intentions on putting an end to all of this. It will not take much convincing. We believe there's a storm spire. Do you know of it?
I have heard of it in the stories, but it is hidden from divine eyes.
We intend to find it. Use it to put it into this.
My mother may know. If anyone knows, my mother has collected the knowledge of this place and the secrets buried underneath all. But though she may know of it, it would be of story. Everything I have heard of the Storm Spire is it was made to kill the one that came before us, and as such, the divine cannot see it.
Interesting. Well, I thank you for granting me audience with you. I will go back to my allies and tell them what you have told me. But I believe we are already set upon the path that you desire.
Then this is the way the fates would have it be, and as such, you would be champions. And we would have our strength to give to you if the time would call for it. And this all sort of comes through your mind. You don't see her mandibles move. She stands with calm, slow movement amidst all this fire and heat wave and shimmer. And she's like up to what would be knees in just lava.
I think there could perhaps be something you could help me with.
What would I help you with, Crucible?
Barwin will... I don't know how this works in this relative state of existence at the moment, but he will reach to pull out the pieces of the belt, the winch.
Okay.
I recovered this from your mother's vault. It's the last piece of the mother's regalia. It's the one that was long lost, remained sundered. I need it reforged.
Place it upon the stone. I will do what I can.
He'll set the pieces up there.
And with that, the stone sinks under earth, taking with it into a divot, and then lava flows over it. It bears his scent. Sea salt.
Who was the last of the sea gods? His name was stricken from the temple.
This bows to a master called Karakos. And he knew he was grand. And he knew all he wanted belonged to him. And he knew he could not be stricken. Mother never told me she had this.
It was with the compass. I now have the chalice, the nail, and the compass, and the pieces of the winch, and a map that says once I've reforged them and brought them all together, that the chalice itself may lead me to another place.
I will rebuild this. But it is dangerous for me.
I had considered giving it to Kodo, but I don't know how long it would take his Dragonborn to refashion such a thing, or if they're even capable. These are not a god of their design.
I will attempt to rebuild this, for within a crucible, great strength can be reforged. And in you, I see that strength. This will take time. My children will bring this to you when that time has come.
Let's hope it's time we still have.
Great forces march in your shadow. We are behind you, and if you would take, we would give. Blessings of heat and stone upon you, Crucible.
Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's taking.
And with that, the intense heat has slowly pushed your consciousness towards a level of deliriousness. Despite your built-in resistance, it's like being in a sauna for just way, way, way too long. You are starting to phase in and out of what you've seen the other guys do when they are fighting sleep. And for a second, you feel what sleep-based exhaustion must feel like. and it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like losing time and fading in and out, and it's awful. And your whole body of heat is like a warm blanket around you, and you slowly fall asleep in this place and wake up standing up next to your friends.
In hell?
Yeah.
It looks like.
Oh, great. I doze off one time, just once, and you got us all killed, and now we're in hell.
Sid, you
We're
managed to
very
bring
much
Ballin.
alive.
Well, I couldn't leave him behind, definitely. But he looked so comfortable. I wanted to give him time.
We're at the Rustgate Ballroom. You were asleep, like actually asleep.
It was terrible. I don't know how you people do this on a regular basis. I mean, completely disorienting. You don't know what time it is.
As you're awake, Fulcrum's got hood down, no captain's hat, and I guess it hasn't been a haircut. His somewhat longish hair.
And horns.
Yeah, his little guys.
Did the devil take your hat, Fulcrum?
Oh, no. This goes well with the dream thing. I made Lindell captain, Kodo brought him back. And
so I'm not awake yet. This is just a nightmare. Got it. All right. Well, onward to.
Yeah, we it was very nice, everybody. We came here to get my mom. She's in the Rustgate somewhere. Speaking of which, Morgaine, maybe you should try and reach out to Zelandiel, my uncle. He's somewhere around here, right?
Last I knew, it's hard to say. He's constantly, every time I talk to him, he's somewhere different. So I can see what I can do.
Are we kind of looking? Are we in an elevation where we're like looking up at like we can see like the rest gates, or are we at a higher elevation where we're looking down upon the compound?
You can see all these white stone on the map, opposed to the brownish stone. I'm sure that Pan is thoroughly enjoying it. Is a raised peak, so you can't actually see the rust gate itself right now. You can see these red walls that I'm pinging.
They jut up a little higher.
They jut up a little bit higher, and the fortress you can clearly see.
Okay.
It is ugly IKEA. It is minimalist, heavily riveted and welded. It is. The crafting of hell is meant to be ugly in its beauty. So imagine if solid steel, solid iron, rusted plates were shoved out of the ground upward, and messy stick arc bead welded together by massive welders. So this looks like a giant box that somebody would have built in like Fallout.
I've always considered IKEA my own personal hell, so this is fitting.
However, when you're looking at it from this height, you're only seeing the top of it. You don't see any windows or holes. It's just a giant box.
No,
but again, you can't see that well. That thing looks like it's maybe... Guessing from the stone surrounding this compound, you could only see about maybe 15 or 20 feet of the vertical wall exterior of that box. So you're guessing this thing's maybe 5 or 6 stories tall, maybe.
Are you sure she's in there?
Pretty sure.
So at least seems like.
Let's see if I can commune with Zalandale, and maybe he's got more specific information on that.
Harmony, let us know if you feel anything.
I don't know how. And she turns to you, Morgaine. It's like when you can hear, but it's like not here. And then you guys can actually see Morgaine somewhat like nodding in the way that
professionals of a craft don't necessarily say whole sentences regarding their craft because there's already a unspoken shorthand. And I can hear her, but she isn't singing. I know that seems strange, but there's something of a harmonic melody, and it's sad and so quiet, and I shouldn't be able to hear it. But it's almost like an echo coming from very far away. And she's here. I don't know. I can hear that she is inside that thing.
Guess it's good enough for me.
There you go.
So, what's the plan for getting in?
I was going to say go unnoticed, but it's above us.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can see
Imps.
a swarm of a couple hundred imps. It's ridiculous. Just flying around like starlings in a massive like, and it's like a lazy flying pattern. And at this point is what actions are the group taking towards stealthing?
I believe Harmony is already invisible.
Yep.
And will definitely be stealthing. Just the good old traditional stealth roll. Probably hugging up close to these walls too. So to cut down sight lines.
Sid's going to cast an ability on himself and also a long strider.
Okay.
What he happens to be rolling pass without a trace.
Actually, I do have it. I do have pass without trace. Let me do that instead.
Oh,
I forgot.
This guy.
I forgot to have that. It's
Yeah,
I got it.
concentration, though.
I got it too. I just wasn't going to cast it.
Let me cast the pass without
Perfect.
trace.
Trigger
Gotta have-
warning for structural engineers.
That was the laughing moment earlier. All right. Yeah, I'll cast pass that trace.
Sweet, so that's a plus 10. So we stick close, within 30 feet of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Before we start to move, can I take just a couple of minutes and try to what is it called? Song of Call, and see if I can call.
Oh my god.
it is 30 feet.
Your mind travels out. And give me a performance check for it.
So the trace,
Which, I was gonna say, does the foresight count for this? Does it count for
yes, ability checks, saving throws, attack rolls, and disadvantage on attacks against you. You can't be surprised. Here, I'll just post it again.
Well, I'm glad I did it, but it's still not amazing. But it's not terrible because I have good performance check. So it's 24.
Nice.
Rolled 2 dice and the highest was an 11. Yeah.
You send out, and your mind connects quickly, much faster than before. Before it would take a few concentrated breaths, and you feel your mind racing across a great landscape, like when the camera takes the first-person view of Superman when he's flying. But this time, it's almost like, and you can see he is hidden behind rocks, high up, looking down, and you can sit next to him and see. So you can actually, he appears to be somewhere, and I'm pinging the upper right. And he appears to be somewhere over here, looking down from a rocky peak across and into the compound.
Seems we made it to the same place.
I don't know how to move forward. They will sense me before they would sense you. But I can't do nothing.
Well,
And so I don't know what to do.
I think we have had plans to hopefully infiltrate and retrieve, but an eye outside of the fortress would certainly be helpful. Do you have any better inclination of where inside that fortress she might be?
If she is not held within the gate itself, which would be very dire indeed, then she would be held within the fortress. The fortress has the heaviest guard. And when you look down, you can see that the stone here is covered in red sand everywhere. The whole compound is full of it. And striding across it, you see multiple of these giant hounds. And I'll drop them in. There you go. Each of those is about the size of a horse.
Fantastic.
And they appear to be positioned around the fortress, and the red one keeps patrolling. And you can see lazily positioned, flowing in and out of the swarm itself, 2 or 3 winged devils that are bigger than the imps. They are your size. You only see like 2 or 3. But they appear to be like leaders that are looking in general as guards, keeping an eye on the entire area.
Do they ever move far enough apart that they could be isolated?
Not really. They're keeping a very tight cloud. Give me an insight check on this, all these movements.
That's a good roll. I got a good roll for that. Oh yeah. I have a 32 insight.
What?
You instantly
I have a
sense
plus 13.
you instantly sense they are on a high alert. Everybody is frosty and looking very sharply at everything. You see a lot of paranoia, and you see a lot of military style harsh discipline and stress.
Turn
A
this
lot
out,
of
Neil.
wariness.
They've been acting like this since you got here, or did it start after you arrived?
It started yesterday.
How long had you been here before that?
I've been waiting here for 4 days.
Okay.
I've managed to avoid detection. But
So they're
it's
not acting like
because...
it's because of you.
No, I don't believe so.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So how does that timeline work up with when we dispatched our friend?
Feels like it lines up exactly.
Okay. Maybe the new leadership here is taking a more careful approach.
Air laser, I desperately want that too. I would love to be making real world stuff for my friends for a game. I really would.
Honestly, we need to figure it out. We need to figure it out.
We do need to figure that out.
Yeah, if we're doing like a big culmination game, maybe we should be talking about that.
Yeah,
We're all gonna
we'll
be together
see.
soon, but not for game. I'm sorry,
Yes.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
we are getting together for something more important than game. I mean, I know it's tough to say that out loud, but. All right, so I got to look at some stealth checks here because a bunch
35.
35 for
We got some
Fulcrum.
big-
I wasn't even the highest.
Jesus.
Oh, I gotta make a stealth check too.
Get a plus
Mine
minus.
was the
Pass that
highest.
trace.
Plus
But
10.
it was natural.
What about pass without trace?
You get a plus 10.
Jesus.
Oh, you get the plus 10.
Oh, so yeah.
Keena
so
got a
mine's
nat
34.
22.
Nice.
So Keena's just got basically a second success on top of it. Are you a nat 20 as well?
Yeah, I'm a nat 20.
Oh my god, this is fucking ridiculous. Okay.
Stealthy
My
as
favorite
hell.
part of that nat 20 though means that if I have a plus 10, I have a 41. Even if it wasn't an actual 20, it would be a 41.
And I've got my invisibility on Harmony, so she gets rolled advantage
Okay.
as well.
Okay. So she'll roll with advantage. Oh, it's a good thing she did. My dice kicked in as per usual. I
She
rolled
gets
a
a plus
1
10.
and a 2. So,
One and a
so
two,
advantage,
wow.
she got a 2 on her roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but everybody's is covered because like even Dazzler rolled well. So
Nice.
you are all certain you have not been seen.
Cool. Hugging that rock wall.
And then there's Kodo.
What Kodo roll?
Guys!
He hasn't yet.
You got to do a stealth roll, Kodo.
He's a clanky boy.
with an
You want me to
additional
roll?
stealth with
I
an
think it
additional
would-
plus 10.
I'm dragging this big giant like coffin behind me.
It only weighs like 40
Apparently.
pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not that bad.
Let me actually pull up my character sheet here.
It's 100 pounds.
Dragon.
I just think
Let's
it would be great if
see.
it was like superhero lands, just
It's
like in the middle
500
of
pounds
that.
in Grex poundage, which is different. It's a
So-
different scale.
Add 10 to this, whatever I rolled here.
Yes.
Whoa, hold on. I'm on advantage, I think, somehow. I am. Hold on.
I think we all are because of
Uh,
foresight, right?
No,
Are we
Foresight's
doing-
only on Morgaine.
Oh, it's only
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I can cast it on one
He's
person.
got all the foreskin for all
That
of
would
us.
be ridiculous. 15.
There you go,
Yeah.
bitches.
15. All right. Honestly, there were 3 nat 20s in the group, to my knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So a nat 20 covers you and somebody else. So as you see
You saying that's not
Kodo,
good enough? The hell?
I'm saying as Kodo is carrying the coffin and his hammer, and you see every time he's about to clank or accidentally step on something, one of you puts out like a hand and then like helps him readjust and shift his weight a little bit, and he is silent.
Nice.
And so you guys can go ahead and position yourselves however you want over here. You are not certain. You're certain. You are not.
Certain.
You are also not certain if you'd be able to cross this gap over here without being seen. That's
Yeah,
a
okay.
whole other ball of wax.
So that's like entering sight lines once we get.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I get a shadowy guy?
You can get a shadowy guy.
The old Ricky. Ricky.
So sus. So
Thank you,
shadowy.
Bobby.
Since I have this bird's eye view right now, could I potentially just kind of know the map or generally know
Yeah.
the at least immediate
You can.
vicinity here? Okay.
You
So I'll tell
should
Val-
control him now,
Thank you.
Sid. And I'm gonna size him down, and then you'll be all set.
Little lad.
I'll tell Zalandil, if you can't go in, keep us protected from the outside as best you can. Create a distraction if you need to. I trust your judgment on that. Do what you need to do, and we'll get her out.
Okay.
Thank you. How is his faith?
Well, strong as far as I can tell, but he seems to still embrace his darker side, but he seems to only use it for good purposes. I don't really know if that's good or bad. But
Free will is the greatest gift that they were given.
that is true. I won't let him do anything he regrets. Like I could fucking stop him if I wanted to.
You'll be fine. Come on, Hawkeye.
Ultimate killing
Yeah,
machine.
right?
Yeah.
Like, no, don't do it, Captain Marvel. I'll shoot an arrow at it.
You see
Grumps is nuzzling next to Kina, and Kina, Grumps says that they have been told upon seeing us to make an offer first. He can hear them.
So they're expecting us?
Yes. And then she looks over at the dog, and the dog just like cocks his ear, all cute dog style. Yes, they are expecting us, and if any of us should be seen, we are not to be harmed first until we are greeted.
No word on what the offer is, though? I'd certainly like to know ahead of time.
She looks over the dog. His aren't worthy to know. It's beyond his station. And then you look over the dog's like, oh.
Say I much prefer this version of Spindle. Well, to greet us, think Captain. Oh, right, not Captain anymore.
Yeah, get that word just out of your mouth.
No.
But no. Well, I don't trust them, obviously. I don't really know if it's a good idea for us to try and split up, but if they want to offer, maybe we could distract. The only one of us, I think, who would be able to figure out, though, where we would need to go in the thick of things would be Harmony. And I'd hate to send her into someplace like that.
Well, I mean...
A voice comes over your shoulder. People died so that I could be safe from my father. If flying into here to help or make change is what you need, it's time I did something besides wait around and be a liability.
Keeps it going alone, though. Maybe we could, I don't know, distract them out here with a parlay or something while we figure out exactly where she is. I'm open for suggestions.
I fear, after speaking to Zalendale, I fear that they're going to be able to sense her when she gets inside. He was afraid of the same for himself.
Right.
Now, I don't think Harmony here is a being of like pure of that element of that realm like Zalendale is. I wonder if she's going to be a beacon of some amount. But I don't know.
Is it that you just need lay of the land?
Oh no, I've seen the area. I know where that is. It's the fear is that if she comes inside with us, is it going to be like a big spotlight on us the whole time and we won't be able to pass without constantly being followed?
You won't be able to pass without trace, maybe?
Yeah, that would be a problem.
To be completely honest, I wouldn't mind wiping this entire place off the map a la Vula Sands, but worse.
I may have just the thing for it.
But I'd really like to know where my mom is first and get her out of there. I don't fancy deals with these people, not anymore.
Well, Zalendale seems to think that obviously she's inside the fortress, but that if she's not inside the gate, she will be in probably the deepest, most fortified area in the building.
Give me a religion check. Fulcrum, Morgaine,
Always enchaining.
Sid, and that's probably it, because unless Kodo or
Said religion.
Balrin feels particularly knowledgeable about devils or the nine hells.
Oh yeah, that's
I got a 14.
obviously
which
on the
is
25.
2 above a 10, rocking that book I read. That
The
one.
Rust Gate is likely connected, if not literally, to the nine hells. It is connected likely to a chamber that could, inside, deeper within, lead to the nine hells. So it is potentially worse if she's in the gate than the fortress.
Well, I could see this with some I prefer she.
Sense of ah!
Well, we'll certainly prefer she's out there than in the gate.
That's true.
Quick trip back to where they come from.
Well, then knowing fiends, wouldn't they most likely they'd be putting her in the gate? I mean,
Distinct possibility. You also have to remember, if they're killed, they die. They want to stay out this side.
so what about her? If she dies, where does she go?
Question.
I don't know. I only read a book about hell.
Well, then I'll contemplate that while you guys all figure out where we're going.
Everybody that is pondering that question can give me either religion or arcana based on the accumulated knowledge of the Everstorm.
Right. Well, I feel like this is one I would know. This is a skill check, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sure is.
Got a 16.
Religion or arcana, you said?
I'll take either, which is better.
Where is arcana? Oh, they're the same for me, and neither of them's great. Let's do it.
3.
Ooh.
An 18 for Bowron.
18. Is that the highest? Does anybody get better than 18?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
You estimate, Balron, that if the wall of the Everstorm is truly impenetrable and members of the Feywild can't leave either, it's a pretty solid assumption that souls upon death also can't leave.
Well, based on what I know of the Everstorm, and assuming you haven't whisked me somewhere to the other side of it through some other means, even the Fey can't breach it. And that probably means neither can souls.
Well, on the right side, that means
So
Red
Grin's
may actually be dead.
Well, yes, I would recommend that they're trapped here just like everything else. So perhaps once the Everstorm falls, everything will return to normal. They will immediately return back to hell or wherever else they would be from.
Now, on the point of Grin being dead, and there was speculation about the word used in reference to him of destruction during last game's intro, which I said, and there were eyebrows perked up on that one. I saw. So I'll say Sid because sus, and Fulcrum because of the book. Go ahead and roll a religion check.
third time lucky. Hey, it's my highest roll yet at a 13.
Wow, you got me by 1.
If Grin the Red was destroyed on the material plane, he isn't dead. But if his soul can't leave the Everstorm, then that makes things strange and interesting.
I guess what we really have to ponder is whether or not these things have souls to begin with.
They do.
Just are souls.
You guys know, based on Fulcrum, you know that a fiend doesn't have a soul. It is built out of souls.
And souls are their currency. It's what their most important thing to them.
The book you have, The Blood War, it's one of the first things listed in it. That the difference primarily being souls are currency. So the author likens it to devil souls are forged by smiths or other craftsmen out of as many souls as needed to promote them up the ranks. Demon souls are ingested by bigger demons.
Got it.
So upon their destruction, do they scatter back into the many souls?
So that means he's either dead or demoted.
So if we were to do the same thing to any of them here, we have not traveled through the Everstorm, so we could speculate that anything we were to land any sort of final blows upon would suffer the same fates here, including potentially even your mother. So that, of course, puts the stakes back very highly on that we can't just ransack the place like Vola Sands.
Sounds like parlay.
Not without knowing where she is. That's why I kind of was hoping we could figure that out ahead of time. But I don't know. That's a lot of imps.
Yeah, but they're imps. Look, we go in there, we give them an opportunity to speak, see what they have to say, and if it falls the other way, we have Koto, we have you, have all of you. Very powerful. We've destroyed the Red amongst other monstrosities before. These are the lessons.
Now that Grumps is growling at Sid, Kina puts her hand on his back and starts shushing him. Shh, no, he's fine.
Not you, Spindle. You're a special one. What about these Kilus?
Alright, so
Well,
a parlay then?
all right, yeah. How about this? They're expecting the 5 of us, right? So we go up to parlay. We leave our friends here behind as a bit of surprise backup if we need it. Maybe. We need like a signal. Something simpler than that catchphrase we tried to give Kodo that one time that I don't even remember anymore.
I've got it written down somewhere.
Something about fishmen, I think. Hey.
Yeah, no fishmen. No fishmen in this catchphrase.
So something like, shit. Yeah?
The hell with these stupid.
Well, I remember one time in Glassgate, Wrighton suggested we use the word fuck. So fuck north or fuck left, I believe he said, or something like that. And I think it worked quite well, if I remember right.
That's a deep cut. That's from 3 years ago.
All right.
Whoa!
So, if things are going south, and it's the time to send them back to hell.
Dazra is keenly listening to all this. Kina seems a little bit distracted and lost in thought. But Dazra... Oh, and Fulcrum... You can just feel when you make eye contact with Kina briefly as she is like petting Grumps for a brief second. Actually, no, for a couple minutes now, some of your stitching has felt itchy. Like it's moving a little bit independently. And you can see that as Kina is stroking Grumps' back and trying to stay calm, you can see some of her fingers are trailing little thin threads. Continue.
See, guys, I didn't mean to mention it because I always feel a little weird sometimes, but just looking at Kina, does your gift feel itchy? I don't know how
I
it
don't
works for
think
you.
she wants us here.
Hmm.
But if she didn't want us here, couldn't she just take it all away?
That's what I would think.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe she's excited. Maybe
That's what I thought.
I don't know. I think she is close though.
She is a fiend. I think we kind of learned that recently. Oh, all that being said, so I think, yeah, we go with the other plan, though. We'll walk over, we'll do the parlay, leave our friends in reserve, and try to figure out where she's at to get her, see what they're offering. I'm not sure. If it all goes wrong, do we have a backup plan?
Well, I had an idea. Something's come back to me since my rush with Glimmer, and I know a place where people will be safe. On a minute. See, Sid reaches into his pockets, looking around for his cards, and then he pulls out a little key, and let's see. Turns it and casts Mordecai in Magnificent Mansion.
Oh man,
which is a I love this spell.
Transdimensional, invisible, rift that only the people I want to go in can go into. It is a humongous building, filled with servants and lavish.
No, hold on. Don't read the spell. That's lame. Here's what we're gonna do. You tell me where you want the door to be, that only the guys can see, because I believe that's how it works, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's nestle it in here.
Okay. The people you designate or something.
Mm-hmm. And then our allies.
And then I want you to spend some thought on.
Description.
Should it come up? Okay, so you know what specifically your mansion looks like?
Oh yeah.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's Harris Casino.
So we'll wait till that comes up when a PC sets foot in it.
Caesar's Palace.
So here's the deal. Those who are waiting, take a little bit of time. Lovely place. And if we decide we need to take a little rest as well.
Can they hear me yell fuck in there?
That's a good question.
That's a no.
Oh, we'll just have to be a lookout outside the door.
I've seen this dealt with in a rules debate, and what it comes down to is inside the mansion, it's like being in a house. Everything beyond the threshold of the door leading in, you would have to walk out of to be aware of. You can't watch from the door and see things going on even.
Oh. It's an inconvenience.
It's a fallback point. We can run back here to hide.
Things go south. Find you. Place in there.
Theoretically, I could see if you are an approved person for the mansion, a knock on the door would transmit through, or physically opening it and then popping your head inside.
Okay.
But something has to cross the threshold, and I'll accept a knock. That'll work.
Okay. The staff will let you in.
Staff.
Well,
okay, so we have a fallback point. That's good.
All
right.
Oh, and Levi, I'm going to cash in my cards. I have a 4 of a kind. I'm going to give it to Godo.
4 of a kind.
Okay. 4 of a kind. Did I give you the full list of what they all do?
Nope.
Oh, did I say I was and then I didn't?
Possibly, but I don't know what this one does.
Okay. This one, for 1 strike, Kodo, you can automatically evade the attack.
Okay.
So
That's
after
pretty
a
nice.
strike lands, you can say that one doesn't land.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Cool.
I can't remember. Coda, do you have a bless like aura that you put out or something, or do you not do that anymore? Thought you had like a bless thing.
He does have a bitchin' aura. He's
I
always
may
glowing.
have a few auras. Why?
I was just because I was going to cast the thing that put bless on someone, but I didn't know if it was already
I've
on
never
everybody.
casted bless.
He
Okay.
just destroyed his only option for.
I destroyed the only bless spell.
Oh,
I
that's
had.
That's right. Oh, you gotta
By resurrecting.
Yeah, Animal G,
Crackling.
it sounds like that on my side of Discord every time. Because
Ooh,
usually he does
yeah.
it through his side of things, so he doesn't hear it on his own.
Oh, fun. So my mic's fucked.
It's popping.
cool.
It's
Yeah,
popping.
It is popping a little bit, yeah.
That's going to
Yeah.
drive him slowly insane
Popping
too.
scattery.
Yeah.
All right, so
So then
as the
I'm
mansion
going to play-
opens, Dazra and Kina and Harmony waits by you, Morgaine.
so everybody's going to get a song
Side.
of hope. Everybody's going to get a song of battle.
The battle is an automatic crit.
Oh my
Morgaine.
god.
No, it's oh wait, you're right. You're right. One attack rolls an auto crit. Sorry.
One strike. It's not a round of attacks.
Right.
Right, one
Yeah,
strike.
Single.
Okay. Morgaine.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Well,
I don't want to be a liability, but I also don't want to hinder whatever you decide is best. All of you have gotten me this far. For me to question your judgment now could jeopardize too much.
how fast have I seen her fly before?
She has a airspeed of 60 feet.
And it works the same as like run speed, where you like
Yep.
can quadruple it or triple
Her
it or something.
base speed is 60, so she can dash for 120 in a round if she devotes all of her action to only movement.
And it's like a straight line type
Yes,
of
it
thing.
is.
Okay. Well, I feel like going in there with us you would either be like a beacon for them, or it would be very dangerous, even if you can't be seen. I feel like they might be able to sense you still.
It
However,
would be best if I was back here then, yes?
I think so, but I would have you be at the ready because your song is powerful. And it could be a last
The
ditch effort.
difference.
It
Because
could be.
you can hear Mom, you might be one of our only chances of figuring out where she is in there.
You're right.
That's also a good point.
And if fighting really does start, I don't know if I can keep you invisible, just so you know.
Kina and Dazra look over to you, and Kina says, "We will be by her side. And if it should come to any harm to her, we'll defend her."
Good.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. But be at the ready if we call for you, Harmony. You'll need to fly as fast as you can to us.
So with that, I'm going to set these on this rock, but they are not in the rock. They are inside the mansion.
Got it.
In the mansion.
And just as we're about to leave the mansion to start our walking out to parlay, I'm going
Sid,
to...
does your mansion have a specific title? I know.
No, I hadn't thought of that.
You know what the inside looks like?
Actually, the title is. Fuck. No.
Oh. the fuck.
No, I have to think of it. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! That's all right. He came right back. He
Dress
came right
up
back.
my man butt.
We're okay. We're okay.
Yes.
Look at it, it's a Timmy Man bun. It is.
There it is.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's so
I'm
So
gonna-
you guys are brazenly walking out.
I'm gonna play the soul song for Harmony before we leave too.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah,
That's all.
here we go. I figured out what I'm doing.
You play the song, and even though she crafted the pick for you, she takes a choking back tears deep breath, and Hey,
Glitching
Lich
Oh,
Hour's
Glitching
here.
Hour and
Hi, Lich.
Raiders.
Oh, the Lich is here.
Vilkeman. Hello, Raiders. And she rests her hand on yours. She's like, somebody else should have this. All of you are going to be out there, and I don't want anybody to die because of me.
Been with us long. You know we can handle ourselves.
I know.
Besides, it's okay when the demon.
Devils? Devils?
I'm sorry. It's
Don't make that mistake out there if we're going to parlay. Let me just tell you right up front.
it's okay if they both die, right?
Ooh.
Either
Uh-oh.
way. Don't worry about that.
Wait
It's
it
just
out.
all the cameras
Right
being
back.
totally
Just
bored.
wait it out. We'll be here.
Oh, what just happened?
It's gonna be
we lost
fine.
cameras.
Give
We're
him a
just waiting for
moment.
him to come back. He's
Yeah.
trying to fix
No.
it up.
He's fixing his mic.
There, see?
She looks very torn, but walks into the mansion, and as she does, the door shuts, and then you guys all see the door camouflage itself into the stone. It is still there, but it is an eerie painted camouflage, much in the same way that with the type of chalk art, that if you see it from the correct angle, it appears to be fully three-dimensional. Or like the bridge in Indiana Jones 3, The Leap of Faith. It is like that, in the sense that it's perfectly built into the stone, but it's still totally present.
The door in Smog's Mountain.
Totally.
You only see it when the thrush knocks.
Yeah.
And the last, whatever light of the day, I can't remember
Nice.
what the riddle is.
Oh, we should have specified which one of them's the lookout, or if we call. I don't know who the stealthy one is among them. Dazra, maybe?
Dazra is.
Kind of a badass.
She'll be the lookout.
The tone you get from Dazra is she's definitely some type of warrior. You haven't seen any real runic work or seen her muddling her fingers, practicing spell work. And Kina has implied she is a distanced ranged fighter, Fulcrum.
Okay.
Or sorry, distant ranged of your class.
Sounds good. And I'm going to also, as we're starting to walk out, I'm going to load Stitch with Envy.
Oh, boy.
Envy. Nice.
Yes.
Okay. As you place the pin, you suddenly feel all of your tattoo tighten a little bit and then surge with like a brief burst of a mild rush, like anticipation before an event, like that minor adrenaline push before you public speak or before the big game or before you're about to perform something. And it flows in, and for a brief second you see the green rune on it light up, and the shimmer of light, of just daylight hitting your blade, reflects a sick off green for a second. All right. You guys, position yourselves where you want to be for this parlay.
Okay.
Doggy.
All right, time to parlay.
And the parlay.
Which is my verbal cue to cast glibness on myself.
Okay, so we're going.
Which gate should we strut up to, gentlemen? We got a few to pick from. Well, two.
One on the right.
This one?
Yeah, I would say the one on the right. And I'd let you guys know, too, that Zalandil is positioned, like where he's positioned, basically the top right of the map.
All the more reason to go to that one, then he's closer to
Yeah,
us.
so if we need, we have eyes on the, above us if we...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he can do, or how good he is at it, anything, but we've got eyes, so...
From the time you come around this corner right here, it's at this time that a number of imps appear on the stone and a light all along the wall. And then from their ranks, a large one plops down on the wall here. Greetings, lords. Welcome
to the Fortress of the Rust Gate. How may I introduce you to my masters?
Brew of the Sarah's Grit.
Ah, the rumors and your reputation do precede itself. We've looked forward to this meeting, and my masters are very much looking forward to speaking with you. I have been sent to speak on their behalf, as they are occupied with a great deal of security concerns. So, it is my pleasure to make an offering to you. To my understanding, we've inherited an asset that is very important to your crew. I believe you might be looking for an angel. Would that be the case?
You'd be correct.
Lovely. I'm sorry I've not properly introduced myself. My name is Vor, and I speak on behalf of Shix and Nax, chained twin sisters. They currently hold Selaniel safely here within the fortress. We must thank you. As I understand, you are responsible for the death of my former employer.
Take opportunities.
We must all thank you. And you see like a little nod, like imps are going.
We're not the
He's
only
like,
ones
"Please,
that didn't like that
gentlemen,
guy.
Please. So, we simply wish something that you, and he points to Fulcrum, can fulfill. And he looks over at Kodo. And you.
What's that?
We want you as an extension of your employer to open contract negotiations in good faith.
The end result of agreeing to contract to do what?
That would be between us and Sataza. But your word, as an extension of her organization, would be binding if in this agreement. And he turns to Kodo. We wish the same for you and your employer. The weather is getting complicated. We would like to make sure that everything we've built is secure for the future, as anyone else would also wish.
So the terms we're discussing are what exactly? I and Kodo here make an agreement to begin negotiations, and at that agreement to begin them, you release the angel, or at the end?
We will provide you a contract. In short, we want the two of you to endorse our organization on behalf of your employers, to support us in good faith as servants to work with your employers, and in essence be brought into the fold. We also want your pins, and to seal all of this as collateral. Your blood, Fulcrum. A single drop will do.
You ask a lot. How long do we have to think on this?
Take your time, but I don't know how long the winds will be calm in the coming storm. And he's not wrong. Since you guys have landed here, in general, the skies are angrier. And the winds have become colder and sharper and more erratic. They seem to change direction by not like a full 180 degrees, but there seem to be like up to 90 degrees of wind angle change that are happening since you guys have teleported to this area of the mountains. And from up at this height in the peaks, you can see across, you can see that there is a very angry storm consistently over the center of the spin of the Everstorm. And red lightning.
Fudge.
Don't say it too loud.
Yeah, yep. And it was fudge. It was fudge. It was fudge.
Everybody's like, "Whoa!" No,
And it's out of the corner of your eye. You guys look like, was that? I don't, because you're looking around. There's a lot of red around here. The earth you're standing on is red dust. These gates are all rusted completely. For a second, you're like, was that? I don't know. And then, yes, flicker. From this distance, oddly magenta-ish pink, but definitely a light source that wasn't blue lightning.
Fulcrum.
I'm gonna like wave to the guy, to the devil, and like kind of step away to like kind of call the group to take a few steps back so we can speak privately.
This is in good faith.
And then you see all the imps go, and they all fly away.
Apologies. It's hard to find good help.
And then he walks the wall and sort of steps over here to an alcove, and then after he makes sure, and you see him grab out at nothing, and an imp appears, and he snaps its neck and drops it as it dissipates in his hand.
Again.
And then he flies away.
Well, Koto?
Yeah, you've been pretty quiet, Kodo. What do you think?
Well, I guess it's out now, right?
Pose? You mean you're the dreamer? And all that?
Yeah.
Seems so.
I came here to destroy this place,
Not gonna
not to
lie.
bargain with anyone.
I'm kind of with you on that one, Kodo. I have no desire to give them those things.
This removes another challenger. I'll be
All right.
truthful with you. That's why I'm here.
To the dreamer, you mean? You're a challenger to the dreamer? Or you just want to...
Yes.
So he is still alive.
Yes.
Okay. I'm with Kodo. I mean, not for probably the same reasons. I don't really know what Satasa wants, but I worked really hard to get some of these things. And I just don't know what they would do with them. And I really don't like those twins.
Baron checks his compass, Levi.
What do you want?
What do you think he wants?
It is known.
It points south east.
So it's not in here.
Oh, where they took your loot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you wanted rum.
No.
Okay.
I want the treasure back.
Because Grin took his treasure, right?
Your coinage is west and a hair southwest. And by that I mean like a degree southwest. Off of west.
West is the direction of the gate.
We're thinking about it. So we want to make sure that this is right.
What's that?
And
Make
Sid
sure
will
what's
just-
right.
Sid will just wink at you, say that, close his eyes, kind of scratches his forehead. They think it over.
Well, you got that. Just keep doing that. We'll Uncle's still over the side, or up above us, right?
As far as I know.
What's your call, Morgaine? I don't really like to do deals with devils, though I guess I kind of have.
I don't know of them specifically, and I don't have a ton of experience with them. But I can almost guarantee they're not telling us everything.
And if the twins are in charge, we saw them at Peg's house.
Right. There's just... It's hard to trust a creature that's not to be trusted. Does that make sense? Why would I sign a contract from a creature that... Not that I'm the one having to sign it, but still, why would you sign a contract from a creature who is known to bind people to things that they never wanted through contracts? I feel like it's only going to go bad places. And I feel like if your boss, I guess, your employer, is now in some sort of truce, not even a truce, some sort of working relationship with them, I feel they're only both stronger. And I've never heard a good thing about either one.
Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable speaking for her, if I'm going to be totally honest. So, seeing as we're all agreed, we're gonna turn them down. I could just lie to get us inside, maybe, and then once we're through at least the gate.
Sounds like
Fuck.
fun.
Do these gates honestly hold us back at all?
Well, I don't know. Do they?
That's
No.
the most Kodo thing you've said in a couple of days.
Yes,
That's beautiful.
I mean, no, we could just let him come back, get in real close, and
I don't even need to cross this gate to flatten this whole place.
Well, why are we here?
I
Well-
point with both hands. See?
Well, yes, but my mom's inside.
Well, that's the only reason we're going to do this delicately.
All right, so, I think we were stalling a bit for Sid. Do you have any idea where?
7 hounds on the window. See the hounds. At this point, it's open. Get it. It's obvious. Do it.
Well, why don't we start our fracas at the front, create a distraction, and you can send him in, and hopefully by the time we clear the gate, we know if we're going into a fortress or down.
Like
Only 6 stories, you can maybe look through it really quickly. and-
Situations, including your mom, equals delicate, but also fuck your gate.
I also like that our plan generally just boils down to get her, Ray.
Get her, Ray.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, Kim was asking me earlier, so what do you think they're going to do? I'm like, well,
They're gonna break it.
We'll talk a lot, and then they'll
We'll
end up
talk
just
about
kicking the
it,
door
like,
in. And
the
fight.
guys
Making it
love
time.
role play, but when push comes to shove, the one thing they don't want to do is not be Billy Badass with the last word. And
They're
if somebody...
also the 5, and they're gonna kick the door.
Right, and then like, and so if everything becomes a pissing contest, then they're like this, and they set fire to the world.
We have to honor Levi's time that he put into making a battle map
That's right.
with battle.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you don't. There are so many maps right now.
And we also have to honor his
It's
NPCs by talking
immaterial.
to them before we kick the door in.
You guys can be like, fuck this map, we're out.
The tedious Photoshop work he has done, we felt obligated. After that time we missed an entire 3D sculpture map. We are honoring all battle
true.
maps.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
That is
Man.
realness.
Dude. Oh, that was so bad. It was so bad.
They're scarred.
This would have just been some nameless devil before, but now we know his name when he dies.
Sid, to answer your question, not in type, you do not entirely know because that rusty sand stuff is everywhere. It covers the stone too. And it looks like the fortress is embedded in the stone surrounding it, but this brown at the gate is that sand dust stuff. Rack, unfortunately, doesn't leave footprints. He doesn't technically even touch the ground, to my knowledge. So it's tough to say. You would have to will him to mess about with that. And also, all of this, give me a willpower save. It's a very low DC. Just beat a 10.
You say that's
Sorry,
low.
wisdom save.
That's
Yes,
not
you
low
say.
for me.
A wisdom save of 10 DC?
I've got a 1 for a wisdom check,
No,
Yeah.
Plus one, yeah.
but it's a 20.
you
So
have a
Look at that! Look at that! Listen to him complaining, and he just rolls
you have
he
another
rolls
+5. Thank you.
yeah,
You're
so
standing next to me.
25. Thank you.
See, that's
Yeah.
the worry he has.
so it's
I knew he
low.
had
Oh,
it.
It's
man.
25.
There it is.
God, a +5 to saves is so insane.
Yeah, that
Okay,
is
And
low.
Despite all the
30 feet, by the
information-
way, so you don't have to be right next to me anymore.
Despite all the information you just crunched, the role play was spot on because while you're doing this, it is erratic eye movement that you can't control as you are trying to get all this scouting information. Yes, his body goes where you need, but the eyes keep darting around left and right like they're fighting with everything. So it is a frustrating scouting procedure,
Gotcha. Okay.
and you don't get a headache.
Perfect. I'm going to have him use his invisibly use the sword to kind of just disrupt the ground a little bit where he's at.
Where?
I'm thinking somewhere guess back here somewhere.
Okay, give me a investigation check.
Hell yeah, 23.
Ooh.
He pokes through, and the dust goes down about 6 inches to a foot in some places where it feels like soft sand and touches stone. And as he is checking around within about a 10-foot radius, his sword / your sword / his sword clinks on something. And then he touches a heavy chain buried underneath the dust.
Okay.
The links of which are, each link of it is about the size of a cereal bowl.
It's possible on my to it's was made out of stone. It's some of it. Slip in.
Then let's start a ruckus. Let him look around, and you lead us where we need
Whoa,
to go.
whoa, 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 whoa. I was specifically told you were going to start a fracas.
A fracas.
Whoa, whoa.
Is it
Not
a
a ruckus.
fracas or is it a ruckus?
See, if this was Yeehaw, I'd be very concerned about
might
our
lead to
terminology.
ruckus.
No. If it's yeehaw, it's dust up.
It's a dust up.
That's true. It's a dust up.
Okay.
And if it's a positive dust up, it's a hootenanny.
Fantastic. All right. Shit. Okay. Well, so then it's decided.
All this planning, it's just going to be kicking in the door.
Yep.
I love it.
Hey,
I love it. We've been doing this for 25 years, and it's just
It's not
all
gonna
this
change
planning,
tonight.
and then it's
Planning.
always fucking
violence.
door kick. This is Sparta, and then you guys like stab. Every single time.
Every time.
Sid,
So
you
do we
feel
get
like you're
inside
ready?
first?
I'm gonna make an attempt at it, but if that doesn't work,
We'll be
stab him.
ready. I'll just stab him.
Yeah,
It's fine.
if that doesn't work, fuck.
Don't worry. I'm Hawkeye. We'll be fine.
I will be fine.
All right, so I'm gonna walk up to the gate and kind of make a beckoning motion to Vor for him to come on down.
He lands on top of the wall.
Okay, above us. How high is the wall? Just so I know. How high is it above us?
That is an iron wall that is 40 feet tall.
Okay, good to know. We've discussed your terms. We're prepared to make an agreement, but we'd like to be let in so we see your bosses. We're not exactly sure we feel good about making this type of arrangement, and I don't feel comfortable speaking on behalf of my employer to an envoy.
Give me a deception.
You got
what you
it.
said is not technically a lie.
It is not.
But your goal,
it's deception.
you are being deceptive, but you're
Yeah.
not lying.
All right. So
Don't you have that like glib spell that makes them like?
it's on. It's on. Yeah. Everything.
Yeah.
No matter what if I roll lower than a 15, it gets to become a 15. So let's see here. Ooh, that is
Douche pickle considered a fiend. Ugh, I like how Clint violated the nomenclature of douche. Normally, you have to use a vessel.
All right, so
Douche pickle. I would have gone douche jar.
It's very briny.
I mean,
So-
yeah, the pickle soaks up the brine. I mean,
Yes, but it's just I prefer an empty vessel for douchery. That's just how I like,
No, it
Canoe,
contains the douche.
jar, bag, sack,
Yeah.
bottle.
Yeah.
Lots of ways to go.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 27 deception check to would like to be allowed in to speak with your boss. And I should note with glibness on, magic that would determine if I'm telling the truth indicates that I'm being truthful.
Oh, fuck off! Oh my God!
That
I
sounds
suppose no
like
lies detected there anyway.
Oh, where is
Yes! Let us in, little pig.
Yes.
my lord. That would be considered agreeable and perfectly understandable in the circumstances. I'll see to my masters are notified immediately, by all means.
And then the gate splits as suddenly a seam just appears as dust rains down where it was all caked on. And then, and it's just this horrible screeching noise as this archaic, horrid old thing splits into two
Awesome.
and swings open.
Well, good luck, gentlemen. I'll go take care of the boat. Sid will start walking away from the group as if to go back to the...
Okay.
And once they are cleared,
As you what? No, never mind. Scratch that.
I had a dragon plan, but then I changed my mind.
No.
sounded good. So once they are clear and taking attention, it'll kind of go
Start
around a
strolling.
rock and then swap places with Rack. And as soon as he's over there, You will
Give me
shape
a
shift into an imp.
stealth. Give me a stealth for Rack. Or you. Well, it's the same either way, right? Because you are the Echo. Okay. So
But-
give me a single stealth roll to maintain that position or swap into it without any noticeable.
I think you still have your pass without a trace on, right?
I do. No, I don't, because I cast invisibility on Rat.
So Rack was invisible in the first place. Okay. Okay, hold on then.
That's good, because
So-
that roll sucked. Terrible.
The advantage if it's to Rack then.
Then
not for you.
he would have advantage because invisibility
God.
is advantage on stealth checks.
All right, that's a
Way
little
better.
better.
Okay.
21.
So you shift, you echo into the same location, and you become an imp. Yes.
I do. I
Okay.
shape shift directly into that shape
Uh,
and change any clothing that I may need to as well. To look
Of
more
course.
impy.
as silly as this is, I'm
Or
just
impy.
gonna do this because I don't want another
I like it.
token to manage. So we're just gonna tint you red. So you wander in, and as you walk in, you can see muscling up onto those rocks. And these things they look like just a giant skinned, like take a muscle, like the mutant hounds from Fallout 4, only remove all the skin. And so it's just raw muscle. And then the skull is almost missing any tissue, but there's like strands of muscle tissue on it, pulled taut, and then draped all around them are chains coming off their back and partially dragging on the ground, and you can see ambient heat waves emanating out of their mouths. And these things look like, I guess, like if somebody skinned a Henderson dog, it would be what's underneath
one.
that.
That's what I was picturing the whole time.
A whole bunch of
So-
Henderson dogs.
Yeah, but with no skin and actually no eyeballs that you can see either.
At
These
the
things
same
just have
time. Look what he said.
He knew. Captain Carey
That was
knew.
before it came through
deceased Henderson
stream.
dogs.
Oh, yeah, where all the dead Henderson dogs.
And so they all have empty eye sockets. Inside you see a orange glow, 4 eyes. And as you guys round the corner towards the fortress, you see standing on the front steps, holding hands, the twins in their actual form.
Oops.
Welcome.
Laser shit.
It is so good to see you gentlemen again. You've provided an interesting change in our employment situation. Our master was quite ambitious. Yes, and the mistress as well. We look forward to working out this negotiation. So, you have seen us. We are here. Do you agree to the terms? We are very much looking forward to expanding in this region, and thank you for understanding the importance. Yes, it seems as if the winds have become somewhat unpredictable lately. We do not like unpredictability.
Nice to see you both again. You know, as I come to think of it, I think the two of you owe me a dance from some time back.
Would you like a dance now?
Oh, I don't know about now. Maybe we could put it off to a little bit later. There is something I did very much want to say to both of you.
And I'm going to cast Banishment on both of them.
Okay, what do I roll? Okay, it's go time. Give me go time music, Cam.
Is go
Don't worry.
And wait, just about to do that, I saw it is 11. I don't know how late we wanted to go. Do we want to take our break right at this point? Right before
Yeah, let's
things
pick
kick off?
now. I gotta pee and get a beverage, and then and we'll go.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Sid, that will not work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that sucks.
Because that doesn't work on stone. It specifically says in the spell it works on earth, but not stone.
Okay. Then I'll.
You have to have shaped stone, which I have, but
Okay.
Well, stone shape.
Well, we'll go on break then, and I will think about what to do.
Okay, Sid would be aware that because he's used that spell before, that it has worked on earth and not stone. Like there have been times you've moved earth away and a single rock like hits the ground and is uncontrolled by your spell. So if you need to retcon back a couple steps, you figure out what you want to do, okay?
Bro, it says if the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, cause it to become difficult terrain, etc.
Yeah, you can make it difficult terrain, but I don't believe you can move 5 feet of raw stone.
I'll link stone shape and see if it gives more clarity. So I believe that's the one you have to have.
Well, the good news is I have meld into stone, so it's going to be fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
All right, there you go.
We'll make
See,
that
there's
work.
stone shape.
Anyway,
It's
break
not.
time.
It's not stone shape he's using.
Well, I
See you in a
know,
little
but I'm
bit.
just saying that's stone shape though is the spell he would need to do what he was wanting. So
Awesome. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back.
The Everstorm. Everstorm.
Okay.
Everstorm.
So with that,
Terribly funny.
where we last left off with, and you guys are dicks. Where we last left off with, I think you said, fuck.
Yeah.
So
Fuck north.
fuck north.
Fuck north.
Fuck my phone. Yes.
So, just so I'm clear, was one of your people in the mansion to stay outside for a verbal cue?
Dazra was we had agreed that was the lookout type. We had a
Okay.
discussion about who the
'Cause
lookout type of them was.
Okay, good. Because I knew the signal was agreed upon, but I wasn't sure about the lookout.
Dazra.
So, okay. So in that event, man, she's got some moving to do.
Yeah, it's a bit of a ways, but they know.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a hike.
She's got to cast her friend. I don't know.
She's gonna double move over to here, and then it's gonna fly to there. All right, so here we go. I got these are shicks and these are knacks. Okay.
Devil's Man, magic resistance.
Oh, banishment. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
It hasn't worked for me yet.
no.
Come on,
I'm scared.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez, there.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Okay.
Touch me in
So
my
with
area.
that, as you cast, you see one go, no, and the other one, and you see her. She's looking at her empty hand, and her sister's not there. She's like, "You will dance." Okay, and now
Only 4 more singles.
let's do initiatives.
Remember to click your
Let's do
token.
initiatives.
Click that
Very-
token.
Yeah, as to say, it's a very B-52s.
But go initiative.
Click that token. Okay, sorry.
All right, I
Emotion
think
in
I
the
set my
ocean.
initiative up last time. Let's see if it works.
Yes.
But it wasn't a rock.
Do it again.
It
Natural
was a rock
20.
monster.
The shield is the best magic item I've ever gotten. And
It's pretty strong.
the shield is so good.
Oh, no, it didn't work.
It's a plus nothing, but I love it.
Some good old rolls. in there.
Does Foresight also include for
You're goddamn right. You are Nicolas Cage from Next.
You're Nicolas Cage. He loves that one.
Yes,
You're
I do.
Nicolas Cage from Next.
Ugh, I didn't actually help this time, so I just rolled a 6, a 7, and a 9 on 3 dice. So I guess I'm going on a 14.
Make this this is gonna be a proper with everybody having their own initiative, so it's nice and messy.
Okay,
And I got plenty of assets to manage, which is my favorite way to run a game. Oh, Dazra, you poor bastard.
Got it.
Okay, but now I can't lose concentration. And I can't cast something that's not concentration. Okay.
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 So, man, I failed by 1 with some bullshit. I failed by 1. I had advantage, and I rolled I ended up getting an 18. I was like, God damn it.
That's a
Okay.
I'll take 1 happily.
Okay. So that said, with your awesomeness, you banish her, and now you go again, Fulcrum. You're up.
Okay.
And you can see all around Shix, the various chains start to unravel from her and start to begin like a twisting orbit as their diameter starting to widen around her.
Okay, so without a doubt, bonus action is going to Hexblade's Curse Shix.
Okay.
And then yes, okay. I'll do that next time. I'm going to rush in at her and take 2 strikes with Stitch. Normal. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have advantage for any reason. 30 to hit?
That hits.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to actually... I'm just re-rolling this really quick because I realized I rolled the wrong damage type. No, this is meant to be. I taken the damage type. I rolled not Hexblade's Curse.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Whatever you think it is, it's not that.
Not that. It's 22 slashing damage and 5 necrotic.
Okay.
And on that one, I want to hit her as I come in for our dance. I'm gonna slash her right across it and try and stab envy in her. It's like, ever felt a little jealous of your sister now that she's gone?
Ooh. Okay, hold on. I went and forgot about that, and it's like the thing Okay, hold on.
I don't even know what these pins do yet. I have not been told. Things happen.
Look at my rules.
Things happen.
Yeah.
We're just trying shit at the most critical point.
This is the pin that is currently going into her.
Okay, hold on. I like how I totally made all this up, and you totally told me it was in there. Well, I totally forgot about it. Okay,
Let's
hold
try
on.
and take
that today, I think.
It's no problem. I'll roll my second strike.
So mine
this one might miss.
is...
No, 20 misses, we're all fucked.
We'll
Let's put
see.
it that way.
20's missed before.
Okay.
Sure has.
Oh, you...
Winging it in a critical situation is a beautiful plan. That is always our good plan here in this game.
Yeah.
That's all we know how to do.
We basically fall downhill really gracefully sometimes. But it's all on accident.
Okay.
Excellent on purpose.
That's right.
You sense as the sword strikes, you see her go, and you instantly know as the sword cuts into her, you've found her sin. And so this pin, she now rolls with disadvantage.
Right. That's right. I remember you. I forgot about that.
If you know the target's primary sin, they roll at disadvantage against the pin.
Well.
Envy felt like the right choice for twins.
Yeah.
Does
So-
seem the right choice.
At that, you see as the sword strikes and you cut through doing your damage, she's like, "Gah!" And consequently, as you strike, you did only 1 hit, right?
The second hit was a 20 to try and
Second
hit her.
hit also hits.
Okay. So she took... The first strike was 22 slashing, 5 necrotic, and whatever the pin did. And the second is 16 slashing and an additional 5 necrotic.
I gotta think about this.
Everything has changed.
Okay, hold on. So, when you hit her, The ambient chains whirling around her in orbit do 4 slashing and 5 slashing to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for that 10 hit points.
As
right.
you slash, all of a sudden you see a boom, a green pulse. As you see for one brief moment the pin stuck in to the cut, and then it goes and then slides in slowly. As you see a green well of energy in that area. She's like, oh. And you see her eyes well up green, and she's like,
I told her this was a ridiculous deal. There's nothing to be gained. I'll cut new terms. She is a fool. We just want out. We don't want his toys or her toys. I want to be my own master. What are your terms? Leave.
give me a persuasion or intimidation.
I would like intimidation. Just straight intimidation. Come on.
Oh,
no. Should have stuck. You know what? Song of Hope. Song of Hope.
Song of Hope. Song of
Song of
Hope.
Hope. And I'm rolling with the Fulcrum Die Hard die because no. No.
They roll 20s from what I hear.
They did roll me a 16, which is way better than a 1.
Crimson Blades.
Like,
Crimson
Blades. Intimidation.
Oh, man.
Dad jokes galore.
So,
Hey,
burning the Song of Hope
hey.
on that.
Speaking of dad jokes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Dad joke, look, it takes a minute. But...
Yeah!
Nice.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that shirt.
Did you guys hear about the fire at the circus?
No.
It was intense.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good
27 after burning the Song of Hope to reroll. 27.
27?
I rolled a 16 with the Die Hard die.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's pretty badass.
27. Okay, I'm going to roll against it with disadvantage again. And I rolled a nat 20
and
a 6. So you stole a nat 20 from me.
And disregarded on that one.
You see her thrust out her hand.
Agreed.
Okay.
He's like, wait, what am I agreeing to?
I still have a turn left to agree to her. I guess it's a free action.
Bonus
yeah.
action.
Okay.
You gotta take her hand though.
All right. I said leave. I'm sorry. Now I'm like questioning everything. All right. Sure. Yes. I'll take her hand.
Okay. She's like,
Nax is a fool. And I will be the reason we survive and reign. It is done.
she looks up at the sky, and all of a sudden you see them and you see the gate open. And all the imps and hounds flood into it. All of them. And you see black fire comes out of that thing. And they all just and it looks like a giant swarm. And the hounds are like, and then they they leap down like casual like a dog off a high perch that's just like kind of lazy. It's like, how's he gonna get down? That thing's 5 feet up, and he just like does flump, and then they all casually walk over, and Shix bows to you all. She's like,
We didn't want this place anyway.
and she walks away. And with one pin, it's over.
You just auto killed the combat.
You auto killed her.
With the social.
Kinda.
Well, the
I mean,
other one's going to come
technically,
back. So we
The
do have
banished
her.
one's gonna come back and be like, what?
No, she's not. The full minute's gonna go off now, and if she's from a different plane, she stays wherever I banished her to.
Yeah, Timmy,
Mhm.
shut it down. It's
Well.
done.
Wow.
There we go.
Because I rolled 2 concentration checks. I get to roll with advantage on, and I rolled an 8 each time, which was just enough from the thorns damage she did to me to keep
Wow.
concentration.
Wow.
The whole time, Bowron has been fiddling with his compass as he's walking around here to see if it's still pointing west or if it has changed direction.
Because he cares about what's going on.
Yup.
It is still pointing west.
Okay, so this whole
It's
place.
changed. No. Where you are now,
Yeah, I've moved.
it's south.
Took it to hell.
So you're looking at it, you're like, look over, and it's pointing in the direction of all the black fire and the flood of hounds. And as you guys walk in, as you see Shix walks up to the gate, you see 5 imps grab her, and she holds them out, and then chains lash onto them, stabbing through the imps with like hooks and shit. And then suddenly she is carried like a basket on chains into the gate. As she goes, you see through the sand all around you, raised up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, upwards of like 12 just near where you are. What looks like snakes start to slither through the dust. And as it gets to the edge of the gate, you see clink, 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 clink. You see all these chains, just loose chains that are each about 15 feet long, dive into the gate with her. By the time you guys have seen the majority of them leave, it was randomly laid underneath the dust of this entire battlefield, upwards of 50 chains.
They were just gonna destroy us.
I knew that dust floor was no good.
Yeah. Sid the Imp leans around the corner.
Oh, right. Sid, as you're there, all of a sudden you see like 2 imps like, come on, we gotta go. we gotta go. It's time. And then he goes, it's like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna tell him it was you. And he leaves. And I was like, where are you going? And they all go.
Sid leans around that corner, looks, and just like stares at the other guys for a second. It's like,
I think it's over.
he just slowly transforms back into Sid. It's like, huh.
After that kind of moment of dumb realization, his eyes turning back to white, Fulcrum's going to try and rush into the tower and start searching through.
I look up towards Zalandil's location. I give him a nod. I don't know if I probably can't see him, I imagine, but I just look up to where I know he was, at least.
Okay, hold on.
Wow. Truly effective.
I haven't gotten to roll the intimidation just because of the way I play Fulcrum most of this campaign, but he's got a very high stat when he wants to use it. So I'm like, I can't let that one slot. No. Thank you for that Song of Hope.
Yeah,
My
cool
goodness.
combat, guys. Jesus.
Cool combat, guys. Kodo was ready. He was ready to fight.
Well, we might be going into hell to get Balrin's treasure.
Stole it again. And that's what we're gonna wrap for the night. I'm kidding.
God.
Great game, guys. Good job. You won.
We're just gonna have a series of like
Shit.
25-minute
So,
games
just go
until he
upstairs
forgets.
and tell your parents that you won.
Yeah.
Did you win your game? Yeah, I did, Mom.
I did. I won.
Nope, I didn't do anything again.
I
Mom.
didn't do anything, Mom.
Literally nothing.
Stupid game.
Hey, if
2
you're
weeks
part
in
of
a
the
row.
team that wins,
I barely
you won.
spoke.
That's right.
It's fine. I was benched.
I was
That's right.
benched.
I rode the bench.
I rode the bench. Okay, so I did everything except actually upload her token, so give me a second. You guys go inside and you see what would have been 3 floors of combat or navigation. As when you get inside and the doors are already open with a mass exodus of imps and more devils that look like Vor's cast of devils. Man-sized, large horns, a series of horns and spines down the spine, and triple wings. With wings on the back and then like a large additional wing right along the spine. Hold on for me to load a token because Roll20 is easy to use if you're prepared, and I'm not prepared.
Well, that certainly didn't go as I expected.
No.
Seemed like it was a little too easy.
I don't want to say it out loud.
If he says it out loud, then
Sid,
another
of
bad guy
all of us,
shows up, and
he's
it's
the one to know
over.
not to test fate. He's like,
Oh, true. Oh my god.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm gonna be standing right at the front right when she gets teleported back in, if she does. I mean, she's not going to, but it would be hilarious if she popped back in. Like, see?
Oh
See?
yeah. Rock hits me on the head or something.
I want to
Balrin,
make sure to specifically call Harmony over. I know they're supposedly coming, but like call her over.
Balrin, are you finding what you're looking for? Pacing around.
He's kind of pacing around looking at it. Yeah. I just don't like the answer.
And with that, as the flood comes, you see it stays open. It just stays open.
It's enticing.
Of course it does.
And you could feel a well of heat just coming out of it. Balrin, give me a perception check.
God, it's so creepy that it just stays open.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Balron's
Well,
worried about.
Yeah, I like that less than if it would have slammed shut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it perception?
Mm-hmm.
27.
Seriously, cocked eye.
I was gonna
You
say,
can
I'm not even
see just over the lip into what would be the wall beneath the gate itself as the chasm goes down. Slight movement. And wait a minute, is that? And you see that the bricks that make up the interior of this gate are red, and they are sliding over one another slowly. Like the bricks that make up the chasm are alive. And maybe, no, you see a spine and a shoulder blade. And it just keeps slowly twisting.
That whole thing it's living.
Some goodie.
As you guys, Balrin is contemplating choice. You guys start walking through, and the strange thing is the acoustics of this place. There is no echo in here. As you walk in, you can actually feel, as you walk in, Sid, your connection to your echo stops the moment you're inside this place. You can't feel him. You don't know if he's dissipated. It doesn't feel the same as when he has ended, but you feel numb to him. And as you guys are walking and even speaking to each other and trying to navigate door over here and all the normal ways to get through this place, it is an absolute deadened response. In fact, your footfalls are just like clank, 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 but then there's no ringing, despite the fact that everything you're touching is metal. And through a trapdoor and a second trapdoor, both of which are hidden, you guys find in a cage, trapped, dusty, scratched, scarred, and her hair is a bedraggled mess. But inside her eyes, you see the golden light that you've seen in Harmony's eyes.
Rush in, and I'm just going to immediately start trying to pick a lock. Well, we came to help you.
You're beautiful. You're so beautiful.
Who are you? When you don't belong in here, so let me help you out. And I'm gonna try and work on her bindings.
And you release her. We're not gonna do a mountain of skill checks for an unoccupied fortress. As you break the locks to the cage, and this horrible rusty screech, and she doesn't even pay attention to it. And she reaches out for your hand.
To help her up.
And when you take it, she looks down at your blue skin. She's like,
I knew he'd made something. And I knew it was mine, but... They're all gone?
Yes, they left. I think your brother and your my sister are with us outside.
And you see as her hand touching yours brushes against the embroidery in the back of your palm, and you see her pull it back as her skin there is now red and somewhat blistered.
Sorry, it's yeah, I apologize for that.
Who cursed you?
Oh, she saved my life, actually.
This is horrible.
It's called
Let me
Stitch.
take it away. You're my boy. Some monster has hurt my boy.
I'm just gonna make an insight check at a 13, but I think that's enough to just. At this moment, like tears are running down my face. I agree.
She almost collapses the moment you have her up. She's very weak. She looks largely emaciated.
I'd love for you to help, but you need your strength. Please just come outside.
And you come outside, and let me bring the whole the whole crew. So you see being carried by Harmony. You see Harmony is carrying in Dazra, who then she sets her down in front of the fortress. And Dazra gets dropped off over here. And Dazra looks over at you, Kodo. It's like, What happened?
I have no idea.
I thought this was to be a siege. What did you
As
do?
did I. That was our angel over there.
Oh, and then she looks over and you guys see in the front a wheel of light descends from over top of the fortress, and it descends slowly. And as it slows its spinning, you see that. I'll make a copy real big so you guys don't have to zoom in.
Whoa.
And those 3 concentric rings in the middle that are interwoven just keep slowly spinning. And the wings flutter gently. There is no agitated motion to this thing. And as she comes outside,
I owe you the soul of my sister. I am Zelandril of the 5th Choir. And I am in your debt. And yet there are so few of us. You've gifted me my own song. You've done well, nephew.
and with that, it's tough to tell if the many eyes along the ring are looking at any one of you.
Thanks, and nice to finally meet you. Here, she's very weak.
And with that, it walks over to her and turns sideways, becoming a massive halo to her. And she starts to... And she opens her eyes, and you can see vitality in her, and she looks no longer emaciated, but still weak. And then she sees Harmony, and Harmony runs up to her, and they embrace. Morgaine, this is... And then she's like, I thought you... And then they start, like, half talking over each other.
Morgaine wipes a single tear from his eye. His keen elven eyes have cried.
This is my dad. And she points over to you, Morgaine.
That's not quite right. Let's think of maybe a fatherly uncle, or maybe an older brother.
Diminish what she means to you. If you've shepherded my daughter, your choices have made you a father. And if you've kept her this safe for this long from so many things that would twist her into something she was never meant to be, I bless you.
And she reaches out and just touches the air between the two of you. You now have within you, at any given point, a 4d8 plus 10 heal waiting.
You said it to both myself and Morgaine?
It goes out to all of you.
Oh! So we each have a...
4d8 plus 10 heal, like a charge that just waits.
Okay.
If it's
so it's a
ever
one-time
used,
use.
It's a one-time and gone.
Okay.
How do you spell her name again?
Selandiel. Selandiel. Her and her brother have extremely similar names. Apologies.
No, that's okay. I was just, it's a 48 plus 10, right?
Yep.
48 plus 10. One use. Boom.
I saw your face in a crowded place. Ah.
It continues.
Just non-stop.
It is, yeah. Can't escape it.
You can't stop it. You
Go
can't.
Fulcrum.
You're
You got a lot of
beautiful. It's true.
Fulcrum, we've met a lot of your family, I have to say. I prefer this side.
Oh, me too. So, where would you go?
I would take her to our plane, to the sky beyond the sky. But even there, here we're alone, and the weather has great reach. But there we have power. It is difficult. But for one night, I would break bread with the heroes that risked my family and my own children, old and new.
You're in luck. Our friend here's got a mansion around the corner.
It's the place.
You know.
I heard it has a
And
name.
sadly,
So
Sid,
exciting.
I don't have a map of this because I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So do you want me to pull up a map or let's
Nah.
theater of the mind this?
Theater of the mind.
Okay.
So we
So- he's going to take a form that is not a crazy bunch of rings with eyes, so you all can feel a little calmer talking to him.
Oh,
Yeah, Fulcrum's like, I've seen worse, and we're all like, what the fuck is that?
it's like this is the part of the two sides of the family where you see where I get it
Yeah.
from on each side there.
yeah, it's the family resemblance right there. Really wheelie.
Yeah.
Very.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Fortune Zenith.
Fortune
Zenith.
Yeah.
And we'll enter into what appears to be a airship kind of casino, filled with all the lights and sounds, foods and drinks,
Yes.
entertainers, and everything you may want. Cozy couches, gold accents everywhere, laughter from all corners.
I think as a tribute, the song for this place is going to be the Skeezer theme.
Nice. Nice. Like it.
It's just a tribute.
When we do a post game, I would like to hear if Skeezer would have gotten the spell, what his mansion would have been.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, the place is fully staffed, all ready to attend to, wearing very formal attire that is also a bit on the whimsical side. Lots of booze, it's good food, music, whole thing.
Did you have a place this whole time?
Well, I told you I've been out of sorts. Things weren't quite in my grasp. But, yes.
This is amazing.
Oh,
Think of all the times we slept on the dirt.
Hey there,
Well, you-
boss.
hey there.
And you guys see, like
Harley.
a almost like an old timey cigarette girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr.
What can I?
Mr.
Hey,
S.
boss. What kind of drinks does everybody want today? What can we get you?
Have my guess with a few of them, but what would you like? We have everything.
Oh, yeah. Fortune Zenith has everything you could possibly want. We got the best chefs. We got the best pit bosses. We got the best games. We got the best music. The boss has seen to everything.
I suppose I go for rum.
Right, you are. Gonna get some rum for you. Okay. And then she whips out like a little. No, she doesn't. She's gonna memorize it.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, there it is. Just
Does
in
anybody
time.
want to become famous?
I don't want to become famous. We're already famous here at the Fortune Zenith.
Whammo!
Banhammer.
Get on out of here, scene stealer. Well, what about the rest of you? Right.
So this is going to be kind of a weird request, but after that, I'm feeling like I need something strong. There was this orc grog that I had that they had as taste test for a wedding back in Glassgate.
I know the one.
It made my friend vomit just everywhere, and that's what I want.
Man. Old Shepherd's Point grog, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like the taste testing grog for the wedding or something, right? The orc
Yeah,
grog
okay.
that you had us try.
Grabbing life by the horns. Okay.
I turn to Zalandil and Salandil. Is there a customary drink that you have for any ceremonies in your world, realm, whatever you call it? Perhaps that would be a good celebration.
Hold on, I'm answering a question.
No, we don't drink. Dark secret. Dark secret. Dark secret. Dark secret.
Widow's been going to meetings this whole time. Oh, we're such dicks.
He's talking with his employer that none of us.
I think I understand.
I'm definitely going to order for food the entire dessert course from Seconds and Thirds. That's
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah, entire Game Zero meal, everything. It's going to go great with the grog. It's going to be amazing.
Seconds and thirds.
Say I'm.
Did that answer your question, Clint?
No, I hate you.
Okay.
So what exactly did you say to them?
You know, I was a little worried about that. I just said with as hard as a way I could put it, I told them to leave. Take up all their things, and I mean, that's what I wanted. I wanted them all gone. I did not want them here anymore in the Everstorm. Whatever they were planning to do, just wanted them gone.
You told them to leave the Everstorm.
I just said leave, but that was my meaning, yes, and I think she took it. Because that tunnel Ballroom was looking down didn't look good at all.
What's equally impressive, though, is that they were able to leave the Everstorm.
Well, as
Yeah, where does that go?
said, they could go to their realm, apparently. As you've said before, you've traveled to... These places still exist.
Yes,
Different.
but even the Feywild is underneath the storm.
Maybe each realm has a little pocket of it carved away? Kind of like the Everstorm is carved away here?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, my bad, everybody.
Nothing. I didn't see it. You didn't see it.
Your
Don't worry
chat
about it.
screen. Clear
Ignore it.
your chat.
I was like, that can't be for me.
Did the chat log disappear?
Nope, but I haven't looked at it.
Awesome.
Just roll and
Thank
spam
you.
some dice.
Yeah, right. Just a big long description.
Spells,
Spell.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what's one of the biggest ones? Polymorph or...
So many S's.
It's a lot of
Oh.
secrets.
Okay, there we go.
Secrets.
Those
So many
secrets are
dark
dark
secrets.
All the
So
dark
dark.
secrets, yeah. So with this, the cigarette girl comes back, and you can see she has a name tag that says roulette, and she gives out all of your drinks and beverages exactly to your liking. It is eerie how accurate what you want is.
This is great, Sid. Like, I knew you were a good cook, but
Oh, honey, he didn't
Thank
cook nothing. The boss hired the best cooks around, but he didn't cook nothing. The boss can't cook.
That's right, I can't cook, right?
Oh, and your grog there, that was made special by a brewer, Blackjack.
get him for me. It's
Oh,
I can't remember.
will. He only works in the hardest, strongest drinks you can find this side of an orc outhouse.
Keep it down.
What?
Boss, your table is absolutely ready. We've got it all cleaned off in exactly the way you like it.
Oh, thank you, darling. Well, we have games, if that's your pleasure. We have dancers, and we have musicians.
Boss, the Queen of Diamonds wants to know if you would like her at the table today.
Yes, please. That sounds delightful.
All right, then. So, as you guys approach, it is a lavish booth style, upholstered in red velvet, like a round table with a really high back. And sitting at it when Sid arrives is an elven woman who has long, warm auburn hair. And no, strike that. She has blonde hair. She has blue eyes, and she appears to be covered in an elegant, tight-fitting gown that is made of diamonds.
Perfect.
Lovelier than ever. So good to
Thank
see
you, my
again.
love.
It'll be a lot longer than I anticipated, but here we are.
It
We're
is good.
celebrating.
Wonderful.
Vanquish the minions of hell.
I don't believe I've had a chance to meet your friends.
Oh, yes. These fantastic. Of course, we have the mighty Koto.
Oh, lovely. She holds out a hand. Ignore his silly titles around here. My name is Natasha. It's a pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
A compatriot, a fantastic musician, a spectacular archer, himself an all gain.
Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
I've heard a lot about you.
All good, I hope.
Sid only speaks of the highest regard. Sorry, she doesn't say that. Sydney speaks of only the highest regard of all of his friends.
They make
I don't
life.
fully believe you, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Oh,
Nothing but good
you
things.
must be Fulcrum.
Oh, hi. Yes. Nice to meet you,
Lovely,
Natasha.
lovely. And, this would be the one and only Balrin. Let me get this correctly. I don't want to besmirch you. The demon beast of Vula Sands. Is that correct, sir?
That would be correct.
Lovely. I'll have another bottle brought over. I believe your poison is rum. Am I don't want to presume, sir.
Accurate.
Roulette? Of course!
Is that by chance diamond you're wearing?
Yes.
Gonna rob this whole place.
The whole
You can see it is, she's wearing a tight-fitting gown at the top, and then right around, it's a mermaid cut, so right around like mid calf, it sprawls out into all this diamonds. But it is an off-the-shoulder, and then comes around right here.
It's quite stunning. You're really dating down with this one, though, and he, points towards Sid.
You're not wrong.
I know. If it weren't for me, I don't know that Sydney would be much better off than the hovel I found him in. You have no idea.
It's true. She really
But-
classes the place up.
Oh,
The mere fact that you call him
stop
Sydney
it.
is already enough.
Decoration, it's all hers. I owe a lot to her.
Well,
It was lovely meeting all of you, but I really must see what oh god, what are we calling him now? Is he the Jack of Diamonds, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. I have to go see to the Jack and make sure he's not getting up to any mischief. So, gentlemen, welcome, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Take care.
Hey,
It's good to
so
see family.
nice.
Thank you.
All right, on to the main course. Who wants what kind of foods?
Describe the entire menu off of seconds and thirds.
Orgain describes something like he ate before he ever left home forever ago that he hasn't had in like.
That's so specific. What is it?
I don't know. It would probably be maybe like lamb
Lamb.
and
All right.
some sort of like it would be very like a country farm.
Stick to
It'd be
your
very
ribs.
simple. Yeah, like
Yeah.
potatoes,
Starchy.
carrots. Yeah.
Riffy.
Like a down home.
Right.
What mom used to make.
You got it. Okay, Mr. Blue with the horns. What can I get you?
Yeah.
I'm not
So
hungry.
Oh, I'm so
Oh.
sorry. I look at
Little
you and I
woman.
call you Mr. Dragon Man. So that's I'm sorry. I meant Mr. Sad Blue guy with the tattoos.
Mine's
Right.
it's like a big chocolate ice cream thing.
Ooh, I like your taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard chocolate shell. And then it's got like a crunchy inside. That's from seconds and thirds in Glassgate. It's like a staple.
Right. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'll get right to that. And Mr. Pirate Man.
Oh, let's see. How about some surf and turf?
Okay, I'll get right to that. Surf and turf. And how do you take your steak?
Medium.
Sorry, how do you like your turf? Okay. Right. And Mr. Dragon Man?
I'm fine.
Okay. Now, Mr. Dragon Man, I just want to let you know that here at the Fortune Zenith, you might think that we don't have Dragon Man foods, but we got some.
I didn't do anything to work up an appetite. I'm fine.
Okay. Fair enough. Then I'll see right to that right away. And is anybody looking to step up their meal to a dire portions today?
That won't be necessary.
All right,
Well,
just
when the
checking, just
opportunity
checking.
presents itself, I shall always.
Boss, I didn't even ask you. God, my head's not even turned on straight today. What do you want, boss?
You know, delightful fruity salads from Elven Lands. They used to get.
Oh yeah, they got the fruitiest salads in the Elven Lands.
Let's get a little bit of that and bring some bottles of wine.
Boss, of course.
And she wanders off. And you see a couple people stumble past you and drink, and then you see one guy in a tux who's got like crazy long braided elven hair, and he's got gold like leaf on his suit. He walks by with like two ladies of zombies, looks over, sits, he's like, "Lovely time, sir. Wonderful, wonderful."
Glad to have you.
You see a dwarf fall over drunk at the bar, and then his dwarven friend picks him back up and sets him at the bar and slams his head down, and then just leaves him there. It is crowded, but people aren't on top of you. It seems to be crowded just enough to be always white noise.
Atmospheric.
If you're worried about the food, it's all my creation. You trust the food I cook. It's insane. But
It's
if
not
you don't-
trust. I'm not hungry.
Very well. Very well. I appreciate you all. Happy you could finally come. Have something nice.
This is great. And thanks for having my family.
Of course. Not too often that I see your kind.
Yeah.
So with that, everybody, Dazra, Kina, they all start tearing their food. Harmony is just ecstatic, and more importantly than joy, you see that she has. Dragon Jesus is pissy. He didn't get to slaughter the non-believers.
That's true.
Still have those things in the back.
We have those things.
He's shouting he didn't get to hammer the truth into them.
Oh man.
So, just as a curiosity to me, Sid, the inside looks like the hull of an airship, or it's airship themed.
It looks like we're on an airship, and that we're in the subdecks of like the airships. Like you have like the port windows along the outside.
So I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
are there port windows? What is
Absolutely.
happening outside?
Question.
That was the thing I wanted to know.
Shit.
Yeah, like, is it like an observation deck we could go up to?
Yeah, what's out there?
Yeah, it would definitely be an observation.
Arguably, you would entirely control at a moment's notice what.
Let's see.
I mean, this spell is in essence the holodeck.
No, true. Dead on.
I'm gonna have a taste of home.
Immune forever until he gets into a fight, and not just initiatives and action.
So I'm gonna have the luminous city out there
Okay.
that we're above and enjoying our vices as we float by the beautiful religious halls.
So outside, you guys see like dispersed cirrus clouds, wispy, over a largely lush grassland plain with hills in the distance. And you guys appear to be just slowly circling around Luminous City. And Luminous City is all a couple tiers, but it's not terribly tall, as a river cuts near it and then around it, which a bridge crosses, leading into all these marble buildings. And everything in Luminous City is a tall building, but nothing is huge. There's just doesn't seem to be a poor, quote unquote, district to Luminous City. Everything seems well to do. And you see people moving around in the streets, and everybody appears to be reading or casually discussing something. It has the air of a college town of only academics, not party kids.
Hey, Sid, I know that place. My stepdad had all kinds of maps there. Sent my stepbrother over there too. He was a real dick.
It's a very important place.
Oh, he's so slimy.
He was a
stepbrother,
slug.
slimy? See. I haven't been there in quite some time. It's got a different vibe than what I go for normally, but I do like looking down.
Well, it's probably good you haven't been there recently. Just take it from me.
I'll take.
Odo, perception check.
By the way, as we've been like going through this evening, Fulcrum has a lot of times been like holding his arms in such a way that his non-tattooed arm is over his tattooed arm.
Nice.
Okay. Kodo, someone is trying to touch your weapon from behind you.
That sounds problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone did just die. That's true.
Yes,
News is
Just
you're
sign
immune
their
to whoever.
I I don't smite, no. I just turn around.
And you see, wide-eyed, a little half-elven boy who's got his hand an inch away from where your weapon was. And when you turn, he falls back into his seat. And he's like, oh my God. Hi.
You want to touch it?
Yes.
I hand it to him.
Ah! That was awesome. It's so heavy. What's it made out of? Dad, can I swing it?
Yeah, make sure everyone's clear first.
Sweet, no way. And he starts dragging it off. I gotta, Dad says I can swing it. I would have to go over there.
Hold on. I take off this coffin and I set it on his back. Now you can swing it. His strength just became a 23.
he's always like, Dad!
Wow.
Check it out!
my
And
God.
he goes, and he hits the stool that the drunken dwarf is sitting on, and the drunken dwarf goes flying into a table. And the other dwarf goes, Oi! What you did about brother? He's like, I smited his chair! Come at me, beard face!
Son.
Gonna have to work on the kid's insults a bit, but
He's got time.
he's got good form.
And then the dwarf sees the giant coffin thing. He's like, look, you're the lucky way, lad. We're not gonna mess with the boss's house and whatnot, but he's like, your boy better learn some manners. And he goes over and picks up his brother and drags him away. He's like, yeah, that's right. That's right. This is my house. This is
Nicely
Calvin's house.
Nicely done, Calvin.
That's right.
And getting the little
Oh,
rub
man.
on the head there.
This is your friends are cool.
Yes, they
Calvin.
are.
So
Calvin's your name.
yeah,
It's my little boy.
Mhm.
Soon
Next
be
that's my
time.
dad.
Next time, one
Yeah.
of those little bearded childs
Yeah.
insults you,
Yeah.
you respond back. Ekes unata tondar.
Ekis tu Tonda.
Yeah.
Nice.
What is that?
We'll tell you later.
Okay.
Not in front of your parents.
What
Hey.
does it mean?
Basically, I just said to hell with all you dwarves.
And I just laugh.
Can I keep playing with this? Oh, Dad, can I go to a smash room or something?
I'm not using it. Go for it, kid. Here. And I breathe my lightning breath into it. Go play.
He says it's good. I'm
Dad,
good with
Dad,
it.
Dad!
Just don't kill anyone.
Can you have a place where I can smash stuff?
Oh, hold on.
Danger room.
Yeah, right
Hold
there.
on.
Right there. And
Great!
we'll open up like a ball pit filled with like random test dummies and stuff.
Amazing.
Sectioned off
You
with
see
like
him-
nice little walls that protect everyone else, but everyone can watch them.
It is eerie watching this kid swing something so easily with this giant coffin on his back. Like, all the physics don't make any sense. It's like an anime. And then he's just smashing things. You see, he's like, okay, ready? Ah! And then all of a sudden, and you see the lightning blast finally discharge on one of the mannequins as it explodes. And suddenly, the whole place smells a little like ozone. And you see, like, little bits of mannequins smoking. It's like, this is awesome!
Here, boy, hit the watermelon.
This is great.
Just chuck it in there.
Water what? Wow. Water nothing.
Uh,
Nothing.
you don't realize what you miss out on. You're out in the wilds of the world. It's good to come back.
So, Salandiel and Harmony have been talking back and forth, but now she's just sort of looking up. He grows up to be Gallagher. God, I hope not.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Gallagher went crazy.
Yeah.
Or always was.
Probably true.
So, as Salandiel has turned to you all, we've decided to brave our home. My brother is the cautious sort, which has served me well. But until we are all free, I would like Harmony to come with me. You are welcome as well. I don't know if the storm could reach beyond, but if it can, certainly the faith of so many can keep us safe there until whatever this is over.
I still have unfinished business. I cannot come.
And I can't.
But I believe she would be safe there. And her safety is more important than her being
She
with
puts
me.
a hand on your shoulder. You've done so well with her. He's
Had to just get her this far. I made sure she survived. I'm not sure I did much more.
You taught her bravery. You taught her song. You've given her something And she turns to Harmony. Your song was born of mine, but he made it beautiful, honey. I am so proud of all of you. Son, you could come with us. I hate to see you carry so much pain. And you see that Kina is listening to this intently.
I can't leave these people to the storm. I want to see this through with my friends and finish paying back things I owe.
We've talked, my brother and I. You are damned, and you carry it like a medal of honor. It's going to burn you until there is nothing left. Let us release you from it. Let us heal you. You've brought back your sister and my boy. And she touches your cheek. A monster may be the reason you live, but you're my son. And I see how much light shines within you
and it's buried in anger from Grin and her so many threats. Let it out. Let us help you. Please.
So,
I don't want to watch you fall into that pit.
I don't want to pit. I'm not looking to fall into anything, and I just want to know when we're talking about this. We're talking about Stitch. This thing,
Yes.
because I know half of me isn't like you, but that's who I am. I don't want to lose that. But this was not always mine.
It
And I
is
kind of look over
not.
at Tina.
It is not your blood that sends your soul onward. It's your choices. And my boy, you made a very big choice once. And unless you undo it, you are bound for fire and chain. And I don't want to see that happen to my son. You're so good. We can change this.
I won't lie.
And then you see Zelandriel put a hand on her, and she's like, he just says to her very quietly, but you all hear it, free will is a gift. She's like,
I do want that. I did not always have this with me, and I've done a lot of good with it, I think. I kind of look to the rest of the party. The only thing that stops me, guys, is when we fought her last time, Stitch hurt her badly. I was near dead, and I don't know what'll happen if... I think Sataza built this thing to kill her.
It would seem that they're opposing forces.
Fulcrum, it's not the weapon that does the cutting. Faith in yourself. You don't need it.
done. And Zelandriel turns to you. Were you always so powerful?
No, my siblings always... Well, step-siblings. I got kicked around a lot. Baron
And
always
the
said
sword gave you power. Yes.
I think so.
And the power you had at the first. Has it remained or grown?
It's become hard to tell, I guess. I think it's... Everything's kind of blurry.
Fulcrum. Souls grow and change. Swords do not. You're the power. And her way is that you are made to believe. Her weaving brings you strength. You're the strength. That's just a sword. But you have all chosen today's celebration. And we love your light. All of you. We will retire. We do not want to. And then Salandriel tries to speak up and he just rests a hand on her again. We wouldn't burden you with so much choice.
No. I have made a decision, and I want to hear what my mother would have to say first, as I have not heard her voice. Well, ever. And before today. I do want you to heal me. But I would ask if it isn't too dangerous, and I look over to Kina, if they could help, would you want to walk away too?
She terrifies me.
I won't lie, she reminds me a lot of someone I wish I could forget. And I know nothing that she actually wanted me to do was for any good. I just convinced myself I was doing something better with it.
I only picked it up because I was scared and alone. And now I don't know. And then beside her, you hear like... And then she pets Grumps absentmindedly without looking at him.
If you could release us both, then yes, we would. She is terrifying. If she is some weaponsmith for hell. Her works are cruel.
And you see a quiet smile on Selenial's face. You've made me so happy. Again.
Just so long as it doesn't hurt you.
It doesn't matter. It's a good. And a good is the way.
Hold out my hand and shakily.
Here is not
Oh, yeah, okay.
where it could happen. And then Zelandriel's like, I don't know what would happen to this place. We would need to be somewhere real first.
Yeah, let's not
In
do
the
anything
morning.
to Sid's ship then.
In the morning, then. And with that, she rests a hand on your shoulder and kisses right here between your horns. And then she whispers, "You are the best surprise. The very best." And she walks away. And then she gives Morgaine a side eye as she leaves, a lingering look. And then they both leave. And Harmony goes with them.
Go outside, leave.
No. They just go find a room to sleep in.
Sid pulls the man for a hug.
Hey.
There you go,
Thanks.
lad. Good on you.
Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
You're gonna be stronger than ever. Without all those things binding.
Yeah, I just really hope she doesn't come to kill all of you.
She wants to do that anyway, right? We were gonna go there. Why not?
Oh, let's not.
Baron's walked over and is looking out of one of the windows.
You see birds fly by.
No storm.
No storm. Clear skies.
Looks down at his compass. Is it just spinning in circles?
No. It points north.
Interesting.
Does anybody else have anything that they want to do?
Eat and drink heavily for probably the most he's ever done in his life, and pass out.
Yes.
Baron walks over to Kodo. He leans in, kind of says to him, "None of this place is real."
Nope.
That means this place is only the way that Sid remembers it.
That's the way I take it.
It's an idealized version of what he thinks his life is.
Why wait till now if he had his family? Why even be out there at all? It's interesting.
Right. What you think on this? I think I know how to set a lot of things right.
Or
But I'm not sure how I'm going to do it.
point me in the direction, Baron.
Well, I'm afraid we may have to go somewhere we don't want to go.
Oh. We going swimming?
No. We may actually have to go to hell. Either I'm gonna have
Time
to,
for everything.
either I'm gonna have to, talk Sid's lovely wife out of her dress.
That means what I think it means in your culture, but good luck.
Morgaine performs on stage for about an hour because he hasn't done that in years at this point.
Nice.
It is met with raucous applause and cheering, and
like
the
ruckus.
whole place warms as people leave their games and bring their drinks and cozy up towards the stage. And you are getting requests from the audience, and it is all the gold standards.
Of course. Gold standards. Like, the barn is red again, and may your arrow fly true.
Yes. I was
That's
literally
right.
just thinking about when you
I was
guys
going
play
to
for like
start
the
quizzing
guard.
you to see if you knew.
Iron could cry, or, you know, small but many.
Small but
All
many.
the many.
Small but many goes over like gangbusters as the dwarves think you're talking about them.
I
love this one. Too many. Right underneath your feet.
It's all about goblins.
It's all about goblins.
Sid's gonna take as much time as he can to dance with his wife, get some drinks, play with his kid. You know, really taking as much time as he can to.
Yeah. It's lovely. And then as the night goes on, each time you start looking at her and she's smiling, at one point, when do you come find us?
Soon.
Are we okay?
Hope so. Think so.
With all this power, everything they can all do, you don't know?
I haven't seen this sort of thing before. It's new to me, but you're right. These men do anything. Except it's right.
We can keep playing in this corner of your mind. But I'm out there, and so's Calvin. And we miss you. And she smiles at you as you dip her and swing her around the stage. Dad! Dad!
Yes, son.
Can I come with you guys? Because Kodo's like, he's cool. The music guy's he's like, whatever. But the Kodo guy's awesome.
I knew you'd like him.
I know, right? Is he like, okay, is he, so he can swing this thing, but he doesn't use the big box?
He started using the big box recently, but
Oh my God.
technically I've seen him do it.
Does the song guy just do songs?
Oh no. That man.
Yes. That's all he does.
How does that do anything?
You'd be surprised the power.
Of singing?
I've seen him do quite miraculous things.
Hey.
Sucks.
It doesn't seem that songs would do anything.
I have seen him.
Like,
stall
did you see what that
devils.
hammer did to that mannequin? I almost took out a whole dwarf. That was crazy.
Yes you did. Son. Yes you did. But never underestimate all the things your mind, grace. Your
What does the
tools.
drinking guy do? And he's like
Drinks.
glancing over at Bowern.
What's the drinking guy do?
He drinks.
Is that like his powers?
It's like a superpower. I've seen him travel to other places through his drinking. I've seen him gaze upon other lands and summon out the spirit of the place through his spirits. Fantastic.
Can I do that?
Yes, you can, son.
Sweet. What does he drink? Hey! And he sits down by Bowern and is like, can I have some of that?
Go kid here, knock yourself out.
Have at it.
Oh my God! And he starts drinking.
You'll develop a keen elven tongue for it.
Oh!
It's like, what are you kids, 60?
And he goes wandering off.
Keen elven liver.
That's
He's not even drinking age. He's got to get to 118 for that.
really excited for it, you know.
Yeah.
At 125, he'll take on his real name.
So-
Then you'll be in real trouble.
The night goes on, and morning comes. You guys are all well rested. Your long rest kicks in. Everything's great. Fulcrum. Skunk. Shh. Shh. Skunk. Shh. Shh. You hear the clattering of the loom. And you're in a chair, worn, a little tight on the armrests, very high back. You see a lot of candles, and her back is to you. That was very good.
Feeling you were watching.
Watching. Hasting. You climb so steadily. You're a good boy. Remember, I've never lied to you. And you have my trust and my needle. You are my needle. Mine. Shh. Shh. Skunk.
Very much.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
I very much appreciate everything you've done to help me, and it has been much. You came to me in a time of need. And I know you still wish your daughter taken care of. And so do I. But do not make the same mistake that my stepfather did. I came to this contractual agreement with you, but I belong only to myself. I belong to me.
Maybe my needle. And you wake up.
Well, I knew that was coming. Oh. I
And
need anger
with
juice.
That, when you wake up, Fulcrum, I need you to roll a
Yay!
charisma save with a DC of 18.
Yeah, we're gonna use the die. We're gonna use the Fulcrum die. Charisma. Die hard die.
It only rolls
20s.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Oh my god. With a plus 12, so a 32.
Hard dice.
Uh,
They rolled 20s.
They rolled 20. That die hard die has rolled me many 20s in this campaign.
when you wake up, you feel in your hand with all the stitches a needle rematerialize and guide your hand to place it back in the cushion. And as you wake up, you see envy has returned to the cushion. And when you pull your fingers away, you feel for a moment envy doesn't want you to let go. And then you let go and you shake it off. Almost like it's something hot. And for a brief moment, you sense that the cushion itself seems hungry. You guys all wake up in your respective rooms in the airship. Each is furnished to your liking according to Sid's specifications.
Well, good morning.
Well,
I got a call from my
Balrin,
player.
you had rum all night. Morgaine, you played as long as you wanted to. I'm assuming most of the night. And just like you, the rest of the patrons stay on for the most part. The dwarves eventually pass out, so do the humans, till as the night goes on, you really only have elven and half elven people listening in. In addition, a couple tieflings. No. What did I say? Not tieflings. You have an Azamar watching you as well.
Hey, Levi.
Mm-hmm.
Before Bauer goes to bed, since he's got a large supply of probably unlimited rum,
Yes,
Bauer would like to scry using ritual casting.
of course, with your powers of drinking,
Yes.
as is canonically established by this episode.
Now that I have met them, I want to scry Sid's family.
Okay. Your mind plunges in to a warm amber sea of rum. And as the sweet sugar, char, molasses burns through, you plunge across the storm, out of storm clouds. And as it lands, you see a small cabin that looks falling apart with recent repairs. And you see inside an elven woman and a half-elven kid. You see this thing is barricaded. And she is holding him as he sleeps. And you can see inside there is a bow and some arrows. And she looks very tired and very worried.
Interesting. I breaks off the spell. Then Bauer just goes ahead and goes into his trance for his 4 hours.
Okay.
Wake up in the morning with the others.
You guys all wake up?
Oof. Oh yeah, that grog hits exactly like I remember it.
Good. Good.
Also
You
got a
guys
call.
can all
from-
smell a lot of breakfast smells coming from the main game floor.
It's just my favorite thing. Sataza called.
Did she now?
Don't think she's too happy.
Had a feeling she might.
What comes
But,
next for you?
I still want to do this. I didn't want to admit it to myself, but there's just a lot of her that reminds me of my stepdad, and I sometimes wonder where he learned how to put things together. Maybe it was her. I don't know. Also, and I pull out and I just like plop the pincushion onto the table for everybody. That is definitely no good. That's what the devils wanted. This with a drop of my blood, which also, I remember that stepdad always wanted people's blood. No, don't do that.
So you ready to be rid of it then?
I don't really know what it is. The one thing I do know is it's hungry, and I think it personifies a root of what Sataz is about. Sins. So I think I do need to be rid of it. I don't want to be like stepdad. That was always the point.
Then let us bury it.
We'll see what Mom can do. How are you all doing? Thank
Doing
you.
just fine.
Fantastic.
Really, thank you. Don't know what I would have done without any of you.
That's what we do.
Morgaine,
Amplify one another.
when you are gathering up your things from having played and checking your gear after your trance, there is a single white feather with golden edge in your gear.
Does it look like maybe it came from Harmony's wings?
It does not look like Harmony's wing plumage.
Does it look like the plumage of either...
It looks like Salandiel's plumage.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Pick it up.
Ring boy.
Examine it. Wait, Salandiel or Zalandiel?
Her, not him.
Okay. I was like, oh, good point. I'm not sure which one I heard there. Pick it up, kind of examine it. And if nothing jumps out at me, I'm going to... So, like, on the headstock of a guitar where...
Oh, Gangren's with a raid of 4.
Hey, Gangris.
Hey,
Thanks for coming by, everybody.
Like at the headstock of the guitar where all the stuff... Here, hold on. I can show you.
Ooh, thank you.
Shazbot. Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Thank you for the sub.
More
Thank you for the
deep
sub.
cut.
Up here, where all the strings come together, you
Mhm.
can like weave in between them. So I'm gonna weave it in there so it just stays put inside the strings where they
Nice.
tune.
I like that you pulled out a guitar as a prop, everybody.
I mean,
That's
it's right
dedication.
there,
It's dedication
so-
to your craft.
It's right there.
That's
So
good. I like it.
I wasn't sure if I was describing it very well, to be honest. So, you know the thing where the stuff and the strings? Yeah, it's a
I mean,
guitar, dude.
Clint's got a hammer literally behind his head, everybody. He's on it. It's right there.
True.
And to make you feel better, I have no less than 2 bottles of rum just outside of arm's reach.
Just
As you
behind
guys
this group.
move into the main area to gather and eat, everybody's here except for the angels. And then you see all the bar patrons from the night before are all eating breakfast. And breakfast is a Vegas-style buffet along the wall that seems to be manned by a very large ogre. And the ogre is clean and in a pristine white suit with a big chef hat.
Yes.
I take advantage and eat lots of buffet breakfast.
So much. Get that.
Wow.
I
account.
don't want a buffet breakfast now.
Bauer joins Kodo in not eating.
Good morning. How would you like your roast?
And you see he's at a carving station.
How fat is he?
He's extremely fat.
Yes. Church and Shove is back, baby.
He is the fattest ogre you've ever seen. And yet he is dapper and well groomed.
Would like
Wait.
roast.
Would
Wait
you
a
like
minute.
roast or would you like an omelette?
No. What Levi just did was finally make canon what we have suspected for years.
Mm-hmm. It's all
That Skyfire and Limworld are the same world.
I'll have an omelet today.
Omelets, yes.
Oh, hello, boss. It's good to
Hello.
see you. Would you like your regular omelet or some new omelet?
Give me the regular.
A regular, a white.
And then he tosses in a little bit of spice, some cheese, some diced onions and tomatoes. And then you see him take out 2 sauces from behind the bar and mix it in and then set it down behind the bar. And then he lays out the omelet.
It's good for you, boss.
Thank you.
You're
always
welcome.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate your appreciation.
God, I want to go fry eggs so bad right now.
That
And as you guys go, he bows a little bit, which is even bowing, he's not lower than your height. And yet somehow, despite being a full foot taller than most of you, even bowing, he still managed to seem humbled in front of you. He has short man energy.
it's only because he's converted his height into width.
Your staff is just the best.
We aim to please.
He says from across the room.
I love each and every one of them.
And so you go about breakfast, and everything is lovely. Towards the end of breakfast, the angels come out, and they seem refreshed. And Salandiel looks lovely and happy, and just effervescent, looking at all of you. And she sits down next to Morgan.
How was your night's rest?
Lonely.
Sorry to hear that.
I hope there'll be other opportunities. And so,
So too?
then she sips a cup of tea. She's like, that would be nice.
Oh?
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
And we all that Fulcrum just glaring at you with red eyes, like
All I'm saying is that dreams do come true. Yeah.
oh my god.
It's called again. What's the name?
Oh, the yeah.
Fortune's zenith.
Fortune Zenith.
What happens at Fortune Zenith stays at Fortune.
Hey, you know what? That's literally true because it can't leave.
I can't believe that's true. Everything in here just dematerializes once you walk out the door. All right. So everybody wraps up breakfast. You're all full. Those of you that ate. What are you doing?
Well, we're prepared to take on the evils of the world and bring everything to right.
I guess go someplace where they think it's safe to take care of all this. If that's okay with you guys.
That's fine.
I think Satasa's gonna try something the longer we wait, maybe.
I suspect so. She's invested a lot in you.
I guess.
Well,
Well, let's find a place.
You guys exit the door, and once again, you're back in the stony mountains. And now you can see that all of it's still there, but this place has become very cold now. Any heat is just gone.
Night, Malice.
And yet, night, Malice.
Good night.
As you come across, just for curiosity's sake, Valrin, you get a good look at the gate once more, and it's still open. It's still warm, but it's not actively belching black flame anymore. However, the bricks still move, but this time they're just pulsing like they're breathing.
Well, I have a problem. I think I've come up with a solution that could end a fair number of difficult tasks that lie ahead. For some time now, well, since we've come to this side of the Everstorm, I've been hoarding immense amounts of wealth. Because I knew that this day would come where I would need it to undo all the things that have gone wrong, one by one. And now that the time has come, I don't have it. And it lies down there. I spoke with Magma. She is taking time to reforge my belt so that my mother's regalia will be reunited once again. We can go to the Storm Spire. Her forces, grandmother under Frost, they all march with us if we would go. They claim to have gifts they can give us if we would ask for them.
There we
Starts raining.
Storm's coming.
But that still won't make all of this right. We can defeat the Sky Mouths. That will not restore tide. We can destroy Joina. It will not restore tide. To defeat the Sky Mouths would be to break the very sky itself. There's only one way to make this thing right. I'm gonna need a lot of diamonds. Specifically. Now, I've been working on some tuning forks with Koto's blacksmith mentor. Because the platinum bars that we brought with us from the other side of the Everstorm are attuned. Through the use of it, I could potentially plan to travel back and forth. But that's time consuming. And it still doesn't fix everything that's been wronged.
What are these
It just
diamonds
gets everybody home. Last night I looked across the Everstorm to the other side. I thought I would find a I thought I would find that everything inside of the Zenith were just memories. But your wife and child still live. I saw them. And I think I know what I have to do. And I think it's at the bottom of that pit. Now, I've risked my life for a lot of gold over time. And I've never asked any of you to have to risk your lives for it. But if I can get back that treasure, I know it seems far-fetched, but I think I can make all of this finally right.
It's magic?
What?
With magic? That's how you're gonna make it right? With the money?
No, not exactly. So,
You try to resurrect a god?
yes, Kodo, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to resurrect the one who came before.
Vicious.
And with it,
Wow.
I can resurrect the others who also no longer have bodies. Rex Skeezer, I can bring back all of them who've been lost. But I need a lot of diamonds. Burl, all of them.
It's not
You need a
good
body?
for me.
No. I can create new bodies if I must.
If diamonds are what we need, then perhaps we should hit up our magma.
He's already rebuilding the belt for me.
But the Raw King.
Perhaps.
Did you
Lightning
know
flashes. It's overhead and it's red.
I see our hand is being forced.
Well, I would gladly go to hell for Skeezer if it meant helping him. And if I might help you along this way, I've been thinking about it. This isn't really my thing, and I pull out the jar that we got, the blood of the howling skymouth, and I kind of head that towards Balrin. The elemental and shape-changing stuff is really kind of where it's been your thing, and I think maybe this will work better in your hands than mine.
Bound stashes it away. I'll find good use for it.
Storm picks up.
So to hell then.
Well, I guess before I go there, though, I should probably get rid of a weapon of hell, huh?
Agreed.
Advised, yes.
As everybody's standing outside, you see red lightning splinter across the sky as the storm gets truly angry. In the
That's
midst
right.
of it all, you can see two arcs start dancing across the sky in two different directions. And you can hear a deep bass rumble of thunder tear from the far west and the far north. And it goes ripping across the sky as a wake of clouds pull, and red lightning has lashed and caged 1, 2 sky gods and drags them bleeding rain across the sky to the east.
And that's where we're going to wrap.
Woo, bleeding sky gods.
Towards like the center of the maelstrom.
Crap.
It's time to get to it.
Things are escalating.
Shit. Ow.
From
Well
here
done.
on out,
Well done.
everything is a heavy thunderstorm from here on out.
Okay.
Whew. Sesh. Stuff.
Damn.
Thanks for staying with us, everybody. It's 2 a.m. here in the Midwest.
is.
I don't know
Thank you,
how it
everybody.
is for old Cameron in
It's midnight. It's fine.
California.
It's only midnight.
If I ever
So,
move back to the Midwest, I'm gonna have such a hard time staying up this late. I'm telling you.
everybody, I don't know when we're back, but we're trying to truck along because we are looking at this tonight. Could be the penultimate game. Next could be the last game.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
It depends on the choices the guys make, but we are looking at this being one of the last 3 games, maybe.
Damn.
My wife has told me, don't. She said, just pick a date and tell them when it's over. I was like, it doesn't work that way. She's like, they want you to know when it's over. I'm like, that's up to them. And I'm like, free will. And she's like, stop it. They want to be told what to do. I'm like, no, they don't.
Sorry.
You might be going to
Get
hell.
him, Kim.
So, we are looking at the end. Between campaigns, Animal G, the longest I will take is a month. Only because a lot of you guys have been pretty loyal to us. It's really cool, and I don't want to lose you, and that's how Twitch goes. So,
Agreed.
but honestly, I'll be so hungry to work on game once I'm back to like teaching and stuff that I'll probably just jump in without all the answers and make them up as I go, which is what I tend to do, because I would rather start not quite prepared than waste time preparing. That's usually my MO. So
Good stuff, man. Really good session.
Yeah. We're not revealing what anything is, but we got ideas already. So we're
what's going to happen is I've
Right.
just decided when after we do our final game, which again I'm not sure when, there will be an epilogue night where we post a game, and that game won't be a game as much as it'll be just us epiloguing, and I'll have talked to all the guys, and we will have collaboratively and individually worked on each guy's epilogue. So each player will not know the other player's epilogue, and then that player will present their epilogue
Nice.
individually. And then at the end of the night, then epilogue night, I will answer questions that either the guys have or the chat has about any other NPC and what happened or what would have happened or any general questions. And then at the end of that epilogue game night, we will reveal the new game. So you guys have an idea of what it is.
Yes.
Dark secret.
Very cool. Good shit.
Gonna be cool.
Good stuff.
Get hype.
Shit. We're almost to the end. Holy cow.
My God, I
Yup.
can't believe it.
Good times.
Awesome.
Despite Grumpy Kodo not getting to murder everything.
He'll get plenty of murder later.
I'm sure of it.
I'm sure.
I mean,
yes, I will.
Timmy cast thwart DM plot. It happened
He
tonight.
did.
It
Yeah.
literally
He
happened.
But
You want that spell, and it actually happened tonight.
usually, thwart DM plot is found in a book somewhere, but literally the DM handed it to him. So
Usually it's a Dustin
picked,
thing. But,
I picked the right pin.
You picked the
That's
right
right.
pin.
Well done.
I'm
would
gonna
just
lose this
like-
thing now. I still don't really know what it does, but that's fine. It's gone.
and I just like to think, since I'm basically just Hawkeye, that the Song of Hope was integral in that Fort Diem plot.
was.
So,
It was.
There was
I'm
a
gonna
lot
hang
going
my-
on there
I'm
because
gonna hang my hat on that because
Yeah.
otherwise I just shoot arrows.
no, there was a lot of cool moments like that tonight
Yeah.
with the rolls.
Yeah, there were.
Because he picked envy, which happened to be Shix and Nax's personal sin, they had to roll at disadvantage. And I recall I did get like a nat 20 and a 6 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that was key. And then your reroll for the intimidation was key as well. So like that all came together. Because had you not intimidated, it would not have been. It wouldn't have been as cut and dry as them just walking.
Sidekicks are important too, guys. Don't forget.
Sidekicks are important too.
God, it was a,
Just play songs. Yeah. What does that do?
I'll never be Batman, but I can hand him his utility belt.
God, I just want to say tonight, Levi. I don't know if you did it on purpose, but when I rescued my mom, the first words she said to me were the exact words that the old man who gave Morgaine the song said to Fulcrum is he died in his arms when they.
Oh, I didn't even know I did
Yes,
that.
it was the exact same.
What'd she say?
She said you're so beautiful, which is the exact same thing that
that's right.
the exact same thing that old man said as he died after he just gave me the song. It was like,
that's great.
oh
I
my
didn't even
God,
know I did that. That's great.
it
That's
made
great.
that land in such a way like, oh man.
Nice.
I didn't even know that I was that good.
No. I'm not saying I'm that good. I'm saying that's
Game
just
one.
lucky right there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Accidental genius.
Game one callback.
zero,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, game zero.
No, game one because that was the first time I met you.
Oh,
And
that's
Yeah, it was
right.
officially game one.
Fulcrum was so
We
excited
had,
there was going to be a bard on the boat.
So
Game-
from officially game 1 to officially game 63.
Morgaine only had half of a game zero because he was kind of amorphous blob the entire game zero, if I remember right.
It was a little bit. I didn't
You
quite
didn't
have it all
really
worked out.
fully appear till game one.
Dude, and the funny thing was, I thought it was so great how funny it was that I hadn't told anybody that I was a bard, and everybody was assuming it. And I was like, "Oh, this is great! This is gonna be this funny running thing," and it lasted like 4 games. I was like, "Oh, that was such a long-term joke. How great is that?" And now we're on game like 60 fucking 3.
Amorphous blob.
Oh shit. Yeah, this was a really good one. I really liked what you just did. A lot of like touching moments and some like emotional hits that were really strong tonight. So good job.
Punch you in the face with
So much
emotion.
fun.
Yeah, and I think the Balrin scrying thing definitely brings a nice touch to it. It's good. Good. Really good.
All right. Promotions and what?